then translates to about 3 weeks. Sure. How about if I put it up here? Hey there.
Hey.
What's going on? You following the old masters here? What are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Great Masters tourney so far.
Why don't you give us a recap? Go ahead.
Can't.
Oh.
Tiger's even.
Is he still even? Has he teed off yet?
I don't know.
Is he teed off yet? Is he and has he teed off yet?
I'm sure he'll be teed off if he doesn't win.
Oh, no, he won't. He's got a lot of stuff on his mind. His dad's ill.
Yes. Golf's the last thing on his mind right now.
Yeah.
Doubt it.
Well, it's the second thing, distant second.
It's the Masters.
It's his dad,
Well,
the master.
That's what he said. He's sure that his dad would like to see him do well in this tournament, so he could watch him on TV.
His dad's sitting in the hospital bed like, I could care less. I just want my test results to go back fine.
Okay. I'm just telling you what Tiger said.
Tiger, I've seen you win 3 green jackets. That's enough.
Right.
Please. Can I get a little extra Jell-O? His dad's not well, Terry.
No, I know. It doesn't.
It's really not a laughing matter. He's got some kind of serious cancer situation.
Yeah, cancer, yeah.
So that's never funny, obviously. But I don't know. Tiger's out there playing golf.
He is.
But what can he do?
Yeah.
It's his job, you know.
I understand.
Provide for his family.
Yes. He's got to go to work, punch the clock, and make sure he brings home a paycheck for the family.
That's right.
Otherwise, his future children will starve.
Yeah.
I said caviar hamburger.
Oh, jeez.
Gross.
Never had a caviar hamburger, Terry?
Oh, they're good.
Tell you something.
Fish eggs in the hamburger?
As long as you make it medium rare, it's perfect.
Oh, is it?
How do you like your hamburgers, Terry? You're a well-done lady, aren't you? I didn't even need to ask. I just know who you are as a person. You're a well-done hamburger person. What's that his name?
You got to be well done in a hamburger.
What are you talking about? Well,
are you like a...
Well, I guarantee you, but I guarantee you that carries over to Terry's steak.
Actually, no, it doesn't.
You don't like your steaks well done? How do you like your steak?
Medium.
I would have said medium well.
I'm a medium well guy.
You usually order medium well, don't you?
No.
Medium?
Medium.
That's fun. That surprises me. Never will go medium rare.
Oh, heck no.
way.
No.
See, your reaction to that tells me you're more of a medium well woman.
No.
Which is what I figured.
No, I'm actually... I used to be... It's weird because I've progressed. I used to be a well-done steak person. Used to be. And then I went to medium
'cause you
well,
met
and
me,
now I'm
baby.
just medium.
That's right. I'm medium rare, baby.
Medium rare, really?
Medium to medium rare. It depends on the place I'm at.
Oh,
if I'm
does
at
it?
a
Yeah.
Terry, if I'm at a fine dining steak establishment,
Yeah.
I'll go medium rare.
Cherries.
But if I don't trust the place, as far as how they can really do a steak up, like if I go to the Met or something like that, Terry, I'm doing
medium rare,
If I'm
medium
doing it at the
rare.
Met, I'm doing a medium rare. But if I do it at like even someplace like the Keg,
Yeah.
I'll go medium. All right.
Gotcha.
Isn't this great to know?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
For future ordering purposes. Oh, I'm at the Met. Well, it's medium rare.
If you ever
time.
find yourself at just a real big time steak place,
Right.
you can feel comfortable going medium rare.
You don't go blue rare. Have you ever done that?
Blue rare?
Is that like where it's like just seared on either side?
Yeah.
And you have a good day?
Blue rare. I know you go blue rare once in a while, Stephen, but I never know about blue rare.
I thought we weren't going to tell anybody.
Oh,
about that.
jeez. Anyhow, you used to be a well woman.
I did. And it's because my mother...
You've evolved nicely.
Oh, my mother...
Your mother was a well-done, warm beer lady.
And yeah, my mother still is well done and warm beer always.
It's nice.
Don't ever
Hey,
even think about bringing any cold beer up in that camp.
I'm not going to knock her for that, Terry. That's who she is,
Yeah,
and
it is.
that's a part of her Eastern Washington lifestyle.
Makes her that healthy, so much healthier these days.
Most people say if you're like a steak connoisseur, you shouldn't have it like well.
No, of course not. That's ruining what you're ordering.
Places like the Met are offended if you say medium well or well done.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, you're cooking the hell out of it, man.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
that's why I said if you're like a connoisseur, you should always have it like medium or rare.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, rare is kind of gross.
Whoa.
That's like,
You might as well just go out to the old
you might as well
farm.
just start eating people.
You don't have one human,
That's why
Seared on both sides, please.
but the mashed potatoes are great.
All right, how do we get on this?
Jeez.
Anyway.
Because the
pretty
caviar
fascinating with food, it
hamburger.
sounds
Oh, the caviar hamburger?
Caviar
It's amazing
hamburger.
what gets us going in conversations. What's that now?
I like my sushi well done.
Yeah, I had sushi last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I don't get like.
See, I'm not a sushi
We usually
all.
we bring sushi into the house. Like we don't sit there in the sushi place and order real raw sushi. We get like the rolls, like crunchy roll.
Oh, right.
California rolls. So it's not authentic sushi.
Yeah. Okay. It's not sashimi then.
Oh, sashimi.
Whatever that means.
Which is raw.
It's probably not that.
Right.
No, yeah, we don't get the. If we're at the joint, we'll get the raw stuff once in a while.
Yeah, you don't want to put that in the old car and bring that home.
Yeah. The stuff we put in the car, that's usually 95% of our sushi eating is put it in the car, bring it home. And it's usually me putting it in the car and bringing it home.
Right.
It's like crunchy roll. It's like barbecue salmon roll. It's like California roll. That's what we had last night. Thanks so much. Yeah.
But there's rice in those rolls, right?
Oh, yeah, baby. That's why you're out.
Steven is...
Well, it has to be cooked, too.
Steven has a rice phobia.
He does.
You gotta grow out of that.
So you're missing out on all sushi.
What is the deal? How did that come? That whole rice
You don't want to.
thing?
You don't want to hear.
Oh, really? Okay, never mind.
He once threw up rice as a youth and hasn't gotten over it.
No, that was why I don't eat frosting on cakes.
Oh, jeez.
Are you serious?
He doesn't eat anything, and yet he's a
And he eats when you
He eats a lot of
he's
something.
a man battling the bull.
Yeah, food thing is cute.
6:21 at Cube 93. It's time now for your news update. A fight between a Tacoma couple ended with their 22-year-old son dead. Police believe the parents were fighting around 8:30 last night when their son was shot. He died at St. Joseph's Hospital. The 51-year-old father has been arrested. The median home price in Seattle has passed the $400,000 mark. The number of pending home sales in Seattle and King County declined, but prices continue to rise. Real estate officials say those trends reflect a housing shortage in the Seattle area. The UW volleyball team was among 12 college national championship teams honored yesterday at the White House. The Huskies attended a reception on the South Lawn where co-captain Courtney Thompson presented President Bush with a Washington volleyball jersey. In other sports news, the Mariners won again, beating Oakland last night 6-2. Seattle first place in the American League West for the first time since August of 2003. The Rainiers opened the season with a 3-1 win over Colorado. Sunny, highs will be in the lower 60s today, and that's your news update on Seattle's #1 hit music station, Cube 93.
The T-Man. Now back to the T-Man Show. Cube 93.
All right, well, the host of The View is moving to today. Next month, Meredith Vieira will take Katie Couric's place.
Right.
Before The View, Vieira was a correspondent for 60
Yeah, if I see one more of these farewell announcements by these chicks on TV.
By Katie and
I don't need it. I don't need to see these babes on TV breaking down, saying how great they had it and how challenged they are by their move. All right?
yeah.
That's enough crap.
And thank you for all the cash.
I got Katie. Yesterday I walk in, see the TV on, and there's Meredith saying her goodbyes with her tears in her eyes, and Star Jones clapping, but really thinking inside it should have been me.
Right. Probably was. Oh, yeah.
I look all great now, and you still look like an old hag. That's what she's thinking.
I don't care if your husband suffers from multiple sclerosis.
Oh, jeez.
It should have been mine.
Wow. Yeah, I don't need any more of that.
Yeah.
But now somebody has to go on and replace Meredith. It's a never-ending cycle.
I know. Who is
Who
it?
will they get?
Oh.
Stephen Gilbert.
They need a guy on that show.
Katie replaces... Yeah, that's the point. Katie replaces Dan Rather.
Right.
Meredith replaces Katie.
Sure.
Now there's a hole on The View.
Can't have a hole on the view.
Can't have a hole on The View.
No.
They had a hole on The View about 3 years ago, and they found Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
Yes.
And heaven knows they had to look far and wide for her.
Well, it wasn't she
And
from
they picked
Survivor?
Yeah, they had a whole wide-open talent search, and she was all they had. She's not that great. She's come around a little bit.
Sure.
Beginning, she was a disaster. Now she can hold her own.
Yeah, she's really pretentious now. She's fitting right in.
Now she can hold her own a little bit, but they got to go back out to the talent search, this kind of situation. I say, Terry Free, are you going to throw your hat in the ring?
Oh, absolutely. I could be pretentious with the best
Oh,
of
you
them.
think you can beat Kilbreth?
That's a toughie. We could have a pretentious off.
Don't they have 4 people on there already?
Yeah, they don't need any more.
Well, they have...
But
Barbara shows up once every month.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They need a consistent 4.
They tried an Asian already. That didn't work,
did-
so she left. So I'm in, Terry.
Well, you're
Yeah,
more
fat
Asian than
white
Terry.
guy now.
Well, you got to try everything.
Yeah, that's true.
When you laugh, you look more Asian than anyone I've ever known.
Right.
But anyway, Meredith used to pretty much carry the ball on that show, at least get everything organized and
Keep everything focused.
keep everything flowing.
Definitely the lead.
She was the lead partner in this law firm of Starr, Meredith, Baxter, and Bernie.
Huh.
Vinny's laughing. I guarantee he doesn't get that.
I guarantee it too.
He has no idea
None.
what that reference is to. And yet he giggled back there when I said the law firm of Starr, Meredith, Baxter, and Brady.
I was just trying to think who was on the View and
Yeah, but that's not what I
the
was
Star
going
and
for.
Baxter.
Yeah, no Baxter.
Yeah, Ted
No
Baxter.
Bernie.
No, Bernie.
So why are you laughing? Who's Meredith Baxter Bernie? Who is she?
No idea.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Sad.
I won't laugh ever again. I'm sorry.
Just make sure when you laugh, you know what you're laughing at.
I won't do it.
Okay, no, it's all right.
Oh, I won't do it now.
I like your laugh. And you know what?
It's a giggle.
I think you have a much better shot at being Ellen's new DJ
Yes.
than Stephen does at being the new lady on The View.
No
Are
question.
you going to throw your hat in on that one?
I would like to. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you should.
All right,
for
you-
real.
They didn't do anything after talking about it yesterday?
I wasn't here.
Take off your hat.
Take off my hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw it in. All right, there it is.
There we
Nice.
go.
It's
Yeah,
official.
we got to get him an outfit.
Well, but
all
yeah,
that
Of course, he
stuff.
still has a do-rag on.
Right, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Take off the do-rag.
The hat is off.
Take
Oh,
off-
yeah. You don't want the you don't want the do-rag off.
The hair
Take off
must
the
be
rag.
all crazy right
Throw
about
it in the ring.
now.
Oh, he's got to untie like 6 different things.
Yeah,
to
I
get the
know.
do-rag.
Well, you.
Ah, it's in the ring. He threw it in the ring, Terry.
Everything is in the ring.
You actually have to contact Ellen, too.
Oh.
You know.
Well,
Oh,
no,
that would
she-
be awesome.
That in itself contacted Ellen.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the do-rag sitting on the floor here
Yeah,
is contact enough.
that would be very cool. That'd be cool. Really neat.
Yes. I mean, you got the pretty television face, man.
Who do I talk to?
You got to get this job.
You got to be
ready.
able just to make her dance, keep her feet moving.
Right. You got the mixing skills. You got those all-American good looks. Right? You got the hair
ready.
lined up. You got your barber ready to travel with you, right?
Right.
Yeah, that would have to be it.
That would
be a big
That'd
part.
be part of your contract, right?
Yeah.
Now, would he be willing to travel to L.A. with you?
We've actually talked about this.
Line you up every day?
I would hope so.
All right, then you're all set to go.
You've
then.
talked about it?
I don't see what's
Well,
up.
yeah, I was just kind of like joking. I was like, if I ever made it rich and famous,
Oh, I thought you had a conversation. You know, if I remember on Ellen, if she ever loses that DJ she has on the show, if you ever made it rich and famous, go on. Would you?
And I was like, if I ever make it rich and famous and go on tour or something,
You have
would
to-
there ever be a possibility you could kind of like?
But he's
come
got a
with us?
he's got a whole establishment there. He's got clients that depend on him, right or wrong.
Well, yeah, but he's got employees though to help out.
So he can keep the business open and still fly on tour with you, is what you're saying.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Now that may be putting the cart a little bit ahead of the horse here,
Yeah.
as far as making sure your barber is on board with your greatness.
Well, but you know,
First, you have to
never
get the.
know.
Well, I like that kind of attitude.
Right,
I
you
like
gotta
him.
think
I like him preparing for greatness.
Yes.
But still,
Because I mean, you don't want to get greatness, then all of a sudden be like, whoa.
yeah. Where am I going to get my hair lined up?
That's right.
It's pretty interesting that he's got the details of getting his hair lined up all in line for when the
Yeah.
greatness hits.
Right.
You got to cover all bases.
And then how are you going to become greatness again? You know?
Well, some would
I'm
say,
trying to
Terry,
figure
that
that out right
21 being all over this radio station is in some sense a large form of greatness.
Pretty good.
Yes.
See, lucky for me, when I go on tour, I don't need someone to cut my hair.
No.
I'm all set. Nope.
Lucky.
Hot Chisel made those arrangements a long time ago.
Dude.
Steven's got the guy from Fantastic Sam's lined up.
No, Stephen has Pert Plus, will travel. He's fine.
Cuts his own hair.
I really think you should go after it, though. I mean, I don't
I
know.
do
I don't know if
too,
he's actually going
seriously.
I
to.
would love to know how.
But during the interview, just don't say, I hate homosexuals.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Because, you know, she's got a hot
Well, maybe
partner.
that chemistry may actually be a nice kind of mix for the show. Her own DJ hates homosexuals,
Oh, jeez.
and she's one of them,
Yeah.
and yet they get along so well.
Yeah, just go by DJ Fudge Pack and see how that works for you. You get hired on the spot.
Just
You need to
send in
send
a
your-
little mixtape or mix CD
Yeah,
or whatever with a video.
Well, you have to put in, VHS or DVD. That's
Yeah.
Is that what they said? You already looked it up, Stephen?
I have it right now.
Yes.
Ooh, let's do it.
DJ Brett the Rock to Seattle. All right. Speaking of greatness,
I'm gonna
Schwager.
do it.
Hello, T.
What's up?
I have nothing to do this weekend.
So what's any different though?
That's
This
typical.
entire week's been boring. Okay, the most weird or eccentric thing that's happened is somebody asked if I like tube steak or cherry pie.
Oh, jeez. I hope you answered cherry pie.
I answered pumpkin pie.
It's off the board.
Well, welcome to college, dude. I remember my freshman year, I used to actually, believe it or not, dread the weekends, Terry, because I had no friends and nothing to do. And I was stuck up in Hartford, Connecticut.
Wow.
And that's the way it is, man. It's a growing experience.
Well, I already had years of experience of having nothing to do on the weekends.
Learn to pacify yourself.
That's right.
I mean, I got my homework done.
I had my little black and white TV.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I have like a 27-inch screen.
I used to actually wait for Mondays to actually go to class because I had nothing to do, Terry. No one to hang out with.
No parties
It's called,
to go to?
it's called freshman year, man, or at least it was for me. I wasn't quick at making friends. I don't have that like quick friend-making ability, Terry.
Really?
Yeah.
Gee,
people
that's surprising.
People aren't drawn to me.
Huh.
There's no clubs in Kizzup.
Like you're gonna go to a club.
Well, what?
Oh, jeez.
Like you're gonna really go to a club.
That's another thing. They didn't have any 18 and under clubs where I was at. There was the only clubs were 21 and over. Now you got all these 18 and under clubs.
I know.
Well, I'm 19, so I can't go to the 18 and under.
18 and over.
Oh.
That's what I meant. Never mind. See, that's how familiar I am with it.
Yeah.
18 and under. Yeah. When I get in, I'm 5.
Here's my ID. I'm 36. Is that okay?
I mean, I do turn 20 in like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
So
Birthday coming
grab a ferry and, come over to the club.
Right,
over here.
he's not ready for that kind of
Oh,
weekend.
sorry.
It's getting closer and closer.
Please.
Grab a ferry and just start living the real life that it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Swagger, wow, 20 years old. That's a big moment for you.
Yeah.
That means, like, the real kid in you is starting to subside, and you are truly a man. And the fact that you've had no physical contact with any person whatsoever, especially women, is starting to become a little bit of a frightening situation.
Oh, come on.
And a bit of urgency must really start to take hold in your mind that I have to make this happen. I have to find a woman. I have to do some things that get me some experience in this world.
Come, T, you're taking this look at
20 years old. That's serious. That's
but what
serious
about
stuff.
Pasty?
Pasty?
Yeah.
This Pasty's trying.
Yeah, he goes to clubs.
He
and
calls girls from MySpace.
Yeah.
He calls listeners. He gets the tweaker over his joint. He does all kinds of stuff. He does everything except rape them. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there he is, down at the cafeteria.
So don't use Pasty as an example.
Yeah.
He's working it.
He's much more social than you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks for rubbing that in my face, Terry.
And he's got the cigarettes to fall back on.
Oh, jeez.
Absolutely.
Yes.
He'd have something to do tonight.
That's how he copes.
You should start smoking.
She didn't call back. All right, puff away.
I just have a feeling that I'm going to go out of my mind if I don't find something to preoccupy my mind with.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Practice doing the weather all night. Watch Deal or No Deal.
And you
practice
don't
doing the weather.
even whack off. I spent my weekends, my freshman year of college was like wall-to-wall whacking off.
Wall to wall.
Mm-hmm. Whacking off. You don't even really do that, do you? Or do you?
We have to get back to that subject again.
Just answer it quickly. We can move on.
I'd like to move on.
Mm-hmm. Have you jerked the gherkin since the time that you had the mandatory? You haven't done it since then?
No.
Swear on your life.
I swear on my life.
It's a pretty big statement.
And luckily today I'm not wearing a red shirt, so I'm going to live.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. But
You never
somehow-
watched the original Star Trek, did you?
No, that's where you're wrong.
See, the people that wore red shirts usually died at the end of the episode.
Right?
oh, is that how they
Weren't they in black
figured
and
it out? No.
I don't get it. Anyhow, it's great talking to you, Schwager. Enjoy your lonely weekend.
Sure was.
How about we hang up on you now to make your lonely weekend start extra early?
Fine.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Go
This
ahead.
conversation. Shocking he can't meet people.
Okay. Well, but why does he call up acting like, if he could, he'd really get out there? Because
If he
that's
had a
not
place
the
to
fact.
go, he would get out there.
Yeah,
we could
that's
give
not
him.
even-
We could give him the perfect place to go, and he wouldn't go.
Yep, he wouldn't go.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Been telling the guy for 3 or 4 years to try to meet people.
Yeah.
Talk to girls.
Yes, and he won't.
Oh.
Here it is.
Oh, but
Enjoy.
I'm so bored. Whatever.
And you think with all that Star Trek knowledge, he'd be able to find some ass?
Well, there was that dating Star Trek website or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's another thing. When I was in college, like 1990, 89, whatever the hell it was, there's no chat rooms, there's no
Right.
internet really.
No, I know.
I couldn't sit in my dorm room and just pass the time by chatting away with someone
Right.
in East Jessup, Nebraska, saying she wanted to take her clothes off for me.
Right. And he
That's
can.
entertainment.
Yeah, he can.
I didn't have that. I had a black and white little TV, and my parents gave me to take to college.
Yep.
Nothing to do. Sitting in my little dorm room by myself, whacking off, watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing even to whack off to. And that was my weekend. Wow. Stuck in Hartford, Connecticut. No lie. Took me like a solid year to make like friends to hang out with.
With the internet now, there's no excuse not to meet people.
Right.
It was lonely, let me tell you. It was not an absolutely fun time.
No, I know.
Now, by senior year, I didn't want college to end.
Right.
But there was a big difference between freshman and as you progressed on through your years there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I think I'll jerk off again.
Wow.
You had your John Cicada shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
John Cicada.
I don't know.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did.
Is that right? Good.
Did you have a webcam set up in my...
I did, yes.
My dorm room?
I was the girl from East of Nebraska.
That's another thing. There were no webcams to plant the girls on dorm rooms, Terry.
Ridiculous.
There was no plotting to be done.
Yeah, we had to actually look in the window and stuff.
Matthew has no excuse.
What did John Cicada sing?
Just another day.
There you go.
How's that go, Stephen?
Just another day without you. No, that's not
No,
really how it
that's
goes at
not
all,
it.
but I'll find it for you.
How'd you pull John Cicada out of your ass?
Not sure, actually. I may have heard him on the light hit station.
I see.
On the way in.
Do you believe in us? Yeah, he had some hits there.
Right. I think I was playing a lot of Bobby Brown in my dorm room. I remember that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was your prerogative.
Yes. They said I was crazy. I really didn't care.
That's why you didn't have any friends.
Yeah.
Should have been playing John Cicada.
Right.
Oh, I
there
like
you go.
this song.
This is John Cicada.
Uh-huh, it is.
You mean I could have been playing this and I wasn't?
Gotta.
Times could have been so much easier. and I
Oh.
didn't.
Play my Pac-Man watch again.
All right, well, welcome back, Cicada. Okay. You get that video?
No, I
Is this song ringing a bell yet or no?
Yeah, for me?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
All right.
I never listened to it, but it's ringing a bell.
All right.
Oh, ring my bell.
Oh, jeez. That's when Terry was in college.
Yes.
The T-Man.
LA police are investigating whether a man slammed idol judge Paula Abdul against a wall at a private party. Abdul told police that it happened last weekend. She says she had a concussion and spinal injury.
Right. Paul Abdul is such wall slamming material, baby.
Okay.
With that nice pow ass of hers, babe.
Yeah, but I don't think it
Yes.
was meant in that way.
Well, all right.
They got into a little altercation.
You get in an altercation with Paul Abdul and he threw her up
Apparently
against
so.
a wall?
Mhm.
Guy threw her up against a wall?
Yeah,
No, this is just, and we've talked about this before, and I've told you my theories on this. Paul Abdul is at her best when she's stoned, baked, fried,
Right.
drunk, whatever the case may be.
Yes.
She's completely uninteresting when she's just sitting there doing a very sober little evaluation of people's performance.
Sure.
The only time she's worth watching is when she's like hunched over,
on pain medication.
barely able to keep her head off the table. That's when it's time to tune in. That's when I imagine that American Idol is probably like, you know, the ratings are kind of leveling off here this season. Maybe we need to make Paula drunk again. And we need a story as to why she's back on her pain medication so people tune in to see if Paula's baked tonight.
Yeah, because she claims, spinal injuries and...
This is a reason to explain why she's back on her painkillers. And I've heard, if you've watched the show lately, she looks like she's completely baked again. And it's got me tempted for the first time all season to tune in.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So don't think that the Fox executives aren't aware of this. And don't think they're not pushing this storyline, if you will, that Paula got thrown up against a wall and she's going with that little... And I'm not saying that she's not on her pills. I'm not
Right.
saying she's faking. I'm not saying she's that good an actress.
Right.
I'm saying they're saying, you know what, Paula, go back on your pills.
Right.
We'll work with you. We'll make up a story. We'll leak it to the
Sure.
press.
Sure.
And then people will tune in mass force.
There you go. Well...
She's slurring her words again. Her head is all droopy.
Hair and arms
Someone's-
flailing everywhere.
Someone's nose is whistling.
What it sounds like.
Do you hear that?
I don't know who the hell it was.
Whose nose? I'm worried it's mine. I don't think it is, though. Okay, good.
Let's all breathe in the mic.
Stephen, is your nose whistling?
I don't. It never has
If
before.
I had to think of who amongst us may have a whistly nose, I vote you with all your hairiness.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, no,
You always think when you hear heavy breathing, it's me too, but it never is.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, who is the heavy breathing culprit for all these years?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I can control it.
See, the Fox executives make us talk this way, Terry, so people tune in, find out who the heavy breather is,
Right.
who the nose whistler
There's
is.
definitely a nose whistler amongst us.
There's a nose whistler amongst us.
You got everybody all self-conscious.
And let me tell you this,
Crap.
I will not rest until the nose whistling culprit is brought to justice.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the person who did it should know who it is, because we all
Well,
heard it
why
on
don't
the
you
air.
just admit it then?
It wasn't me,
It's not me.
because I would know if I had done it.
How do you know? You do a lot of things that you're not aware of.
Well, I think if my nose were whistling while I was on the air, I would be able to pick up on it.
Well, you would think that if you knew your plums were sticking out, you would wear different jeans, but it took you a year to figure that out.
Right, but they don't make noise on the air, so...
They make noise.
All right.
That's a fair point, I guess.
Mental noise.
I mean, he wants us to believe that if he was aware of the nose whistling, he would stop it.
Right.
There's a lot of things he should be able to be aware of and stop, and he doesn't. So why should we buy into
Maybe
this
it's you
theory?
because of the tactic you're taking right now.
I'm just covering up the nose whistling?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, maybe you're right. The plot thickens.
Yeah, you'll never know. Tune in Monday.
Well, you won't even be here Monday.
Tune in Tuesday.
I'll be here Monday. Terry, will you be here Monday? Stephen will be tiptoeing through the tulips on Monday.
That's right.
Right. Yes, I'm making my special trek back
Your special...
to be here on Monday.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Trek back from where?
Eastern Washington.
Oh, you're going to Eastern Washington this weekend? Mm-hmm. What do you got going on?
I gotta go get Grandma.
Grandma!
Yeah, Grandma.
Oh.
Get her and move her. Are you moving her over here?
No.
Not your grandma.
And
No,
by the way,
Grandma.
Your mother.
My mother. Yeah, but
Daniel, you had a notification put in the Anacortes newspaper that Steven's arriving this weekend?
Wow.
Is that what I'm hearing?
I tried to.
Oh, you tried to.
Paper comes out
I
on Wednesday,
tried to,
though.
and the lady said that I had to do it on. I had to give him a week's notice, and I was like trying to fancy the old lady just to try and get her to put something in there for yesterday because it comes out on Thursday.
And you know what he means by fancy her, too.
I was gonna say.
Anacortes, there's so much news going on, they put out a paper once a week on Wednesdays.
It's called an applause. It's called an applause. It comes out every Thursday. It tells you what kind of entertainment stuff's coming out. And I went in there and I tried to tell her, hey, we got somebody from a radio station up Seattle that started out here in Anacortes, and I tried to give her a little bit of the scoop, and
he's entertainment on two legs, Terry.
He is.
She was like, well, I appreciate your effort to try to get it into the newspaper and stuff, but you needed to give me a week's time, and I was trying to fancy the old lady, like, come on, you know, and it wasn't working, so.
No, surprise.
Now
You should have used two fingers.
Well, are they going to put out a special edition of the paper? The Anacortes American?
Oh, jeez.
Well, it's not that. It's just that they give a little section. It's called an applause.
Well, I've seen it
all
before,
the
yeah.
entertainment stuff.
I've been in it.
You've been in it.
Been in it already?
Well, I mean, you know, you grew up in a small town. You're in the paper every once in a while.
The bearded lady in the carnival? What were you in it for?
I was the bearded lady in the carnival.
Mm-hmm. What were you? What were you in it for?
Yeah,
Well, I did it. I've done auctions up there, and they
put it in the entertainment section of the newspaper.
Wow.
Right, they put things like that sometimes.
And
Come one, come all. Listen to the auctioneer, Stephen Gilbert.
Well, I don't think it's like that, but
I tried because I wanted
homegrown and raised auctioneer.
they just said the auction will be this weekend with auctioneer Stephen Kilbreth.
Wow!
Class of '88.
Idiot
rules.
Yes, Daniel.
Metallica rocks.
Hey, the reason why I wanted to put it in the paper was because I didn't want Stephen to come down here and have nobody show up. Because when I talk to you guys, it's early in the morning. You know, I was going to see if now you can challenge some of the local listeners from up here to come out.
Oh boy, it's a challenge.
Well, Daniel, my brother, it sounds like you already have. All right.
I'm trying.
Okay. Yes. And
nice effort.
you know, if he would have fancied the lady maybe a little bit more, 2-3 fingers, maybe she would have put out an extra read all about it Anacortes bulletin.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, Daniel and his fancy methods aren't up to par. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, watch the Stephen show up.
I just couldn't lean. I just couldn't lean over the counter and kiss a lady with a mustache. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. That's
Well,
Anacortes for you.
maybe you should do it. You know, like next week and give the lady a week's notice.
Well,
huh?
Stephen's not going to be tiptoeing through the tulips
Well,
next week.
maybe you should make a special trip next week just for that.
You hear that, Stephen? Terry has your schedule for special trips.
Sounds like it.
Yes.
That's great.
So what are you actually doing? You doing a tulip run, or what's the deal?
Well, the Tulip Festival has opened.
Yeah, there's a big.
I'm asking you a question. Answer me, nose whistler.
Are you talking to me?
Oh, yes. Who do you think
I'm
I'm
not the nose
talking
whistler. You're talking to yourself if you're the nose whistler.
Oh! He's got me pegged as the nose whistler.
Again, if you drive by right now, you see a whole bunch of people working on getting these tulips all nice and cleaned up this weekend for the people coming up.
They know auctioneer Stephen Kilbreth's coming. So what do you do with the tulips, Stephen?
You just kind of look at them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They're beautiful.
It is a beautiful
For
time.
about
yes.
5 minutes, it's cool.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy, that's
If
nice.
even 5 minutes. I mean, I wouldn't even give it that much. But,
Right.
but you know, we're going with my mom. It's a family thing. It'll be fun. You know, we'll get some corn dogs or something at the A&W.
You have a lot of family traditions, you know.
Most of them revolve around food.
Well, for me, they do. I don't think anybody else gets a corn dog.
Steven looks out one time at the tubes and goes, anybody hungry now?
Eating the corn dog, though, makes it better.
We'll still see him up here on Saturday, and so people know. I tried to get as many people as I could last
Wow,
night.
Daniel's really fired up about this.
Yeah, it's fired up.
Daniel, why are you getting so obsessed with this? What's going on in your mind that this is so on top of the charts as far as you're concerned?
This guy, Stephen Kilbis from Manacortes, you guys are from all from Seattle. You know, you
That's
guys.
right.
I never hear about anybody else coming over here, and Stephen Kilbis coming up here, and he's, you know, what the heck?
So this is just
What
your
the heck?
day to get closer to the show. If we were all coming up, you'd be extra excited, but it doesn't seem like he has any room left for even any more excitement. He's so excited that Steven's coming to
He is
He's
amped
maxed
up.
out.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite person on the show, Daniel?
Oh, jeez.
If you were all going to show up over here, man, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably, I'd do something.
So I'm not even your favorite person on the show.
Yeah, you're the pussification of all men.
See, stuff like that's really helping me get there.
Wow.
Hey, I'm with you. I feel you. I got a girl too and stuff, and I feel how you act sometimes. And I mean, my girl doesn't got as much control as Amy, but hey.
Wow. He always has to throw in a little dig when he compliments Steven. It's very, very good. It's very, very, very.
Hey, I feel
crafty.
you. I feel that sometimes they pick on you on the show, but it's all good. I mean, you're part of the show, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, at least you're part of the show, baby.
I guess he's right, Steven.
Exciting.
You're
Yes.
the top 5 favorite people on the show.
Yeah, I know. Well,
You
you pick one other person and they'll come up with me this weekend.
Oh, jeez.
If I were to pick one more person to come up with you, I'd pick Hot Shot.
Come on up this
What are
weekend.
you doing this weekend there, Skitty?
Staying away from
Because
tulips.
because he's part Mexican and he don't know Spanish.
You're part
I
Mexican.
am, yes.
You should come up, but you have to
part
work
that's
on Monday,
Mexican.
though, right?
Yeah.
You could take Monday off. You could come up with us.
I've eaten enough Taco Bell.
Taking Monday
part
off.
Mexican
Then why
now.
can't I take?
Now, what made you draw the conclusion that Hot Shot is part Mexican?
You guys have talked about that before on your show.
We have.
We have?
Must have the wrong show.
No habla español.
Un poquito.
Or somebody's mom's Spanish.
Somebody's mom is
I remember-
Spanish.
Well, we have Filipino covered really well.
Right. My wife's
Your
mom
wife's
is Filipino,
and I'm
but
Filipino.
and you're Filipino by biological standard.
Daniel.
Yeah, no one's part of that. You can't say that, Daniel.
I mean,
Hey, I said shoot.
no, you said the other
Okay,
word.
hey,
Okay, yeah.
T-Man, you should have one Spanish-speaking dysfunctional family.
We do now. It's you, Daniel.
yay! Welcome
All right.
aboard.
Yes.
Woo!
Well,
And,
is it going to count even though I'm so far up north?
well, when you call on a regular basis, like it seems like you're beginning to do, and you tiptoe through the tulips with Gilbreth, then you're off to a good start.
Absolutely.
All right.
Hey, you can have Schwager come up here. We'll try to hook him up
Wow,
with
he
a
wants
milf up here.
he even wants swagger now, Terry.
Yeah.
The man just
Wow.
loves
Right.
everyone associated with the show.
All right.
Schwager
Except
said
you
he
and
had
Terry.
nothing to, Schwager said he had nothing to do this weekend.
Well, Daniel, it's good that you're looking out for Swagger as well as Steven and everyone else that's on your mind.
Well,
And-
why don't I just go pick him up on my way
Oh,
out then,
jeez.
huh?
Hey, tell me where you want me to meet you. I'll be at the parking right on Kincaid exit waiting for you, baby.
Wow.
At where?
This man is very
Okay.
You
accommodating.
drive us all up, the whole family?
Yeah.
You take the dog, too?
I'll
dog's
I'll
hyper.
go and get you a Suburban and put you all in.
Wow, you can go ride in a Suburban.
Still have room for 18 of his family members to cross the border. It's
You know it,
terrific.
because I'm Mexican. We got big families.
Yes. A lot of controversy on the Hill, Terry, not Capitol Hill in Washington State. I'm talking about D.C. Over some immigrant situations,
Yeah,
Terry.
that's-
And that
that's
should
pretty
be,
messed up.
hopefully that's going to be worked out over the next couple of days.
Yeah. Hey, you know who's making all these tulips be nice and neat for
Oh,
everybody?
geez, he wants to change the subject. He didn't want to talk about this.
No, he's still
No,
staying
he's
on.
still-
He's
he's
still
on the same subject.
Oh, he
All
is?
the nice
Yeah.
Mexicans.
Oh, I
That's
see
he's
I see where
saying.
you're going here. Yes. Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I'll see Steven on Saturday.
Wow.
Hey, Terry tienes chichis grande.
Shut up, we like chichis.
Puta.
¿Qué
He's,
pasó que está muy grande?
oh,
Oh,
this man is counting down the hours.
Silencio.
until Kilbreath arrives back on his own stomping ground.
Oh, yeah, and he is going to stomp.
He's a stomper.
Stomp away.
He can't help but stomp. Daniel, I'm glad you called again.
Hey, T-Man, have a nice day. Terry, have a nice one. We'll see you on Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
Wow. Steven, you're not going to disappoint this guy, are you?
Of course I will.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
All right.
I don't know if that's the guy you want to disappoint.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He's going to go cut down all the tulips.
Well, I think he'll cut down more than that.
Oh, jeez.
He's going to call up the Cholos and have them go and handle some business.
He said he had your back.
Steven, if you're not going to show up, maybe you should tell him now.
Yeah. I mean, because he's putting forth a lot of effort,
This guy
man.
is. I didn't imagine him being this excited. I thought
Right.
maybe yesterday he had his little moment. He'd forget about it.
No.
And then,
We'd be done.
right.
But we'll be at the store at that time. If he wants to come say hello, that's great.
But look at him now.
He is just going to the newspaper.
He went to the newspaper yesterday.
It's great.
The guy's fully consumed with the Kilbreath arrival.
Gosh.
And why? Because you're the spokesperson for the pussification of men.
I guess so.
The Kilbreath had.
At times, he can relate because he has a girlfriend.
That's all it takes, huh?
And
And at noon, when I'm there saying hello to the guy, I'll definitely be the pussification of men being there.
and he's planted a tulip or two for her.
Yeah.
And he realizes as he's putting the soil on top of the seeds that he just may be pussified himself.
Soiled tulips.
And that's when he feels the strong connection to Stephen R. Kilbreath. And on Saturday at noon, he gets to meet the founder of the pussification of men, Terry.
Woo!
The CEO, the COO, the CFO, the chairman of the board of the pussification of men. That will transpire Saturday at noon in a parking lot. What a moment that should be. Wish I could be there.
Oh, you can.
Not really.
You would never do it.
It's the very, very pregnant Katie Holmes right now.
Hi, Casey.
She's got a little bit of a belly going on there, Terry.
Yeah, just a tad.
Katie Holmes walking around Beverly Hills, getting some final shopping days in before she goes into labor, apparently,
Right.
is the situation.
Right now.
Right now.
Hi, Casey.
And even though
Everyone taking pictures of her. She's like, hi, hey. Oh,
Well, at least
hi.
she's cordial.
Doesn't push him down.
Hi, Casey.
And even though she's said to be days away from giving birth to baby Cruz,
Right.
we spotted Katie out shopping at Neiman Marcus in Beverly Hills.
Nah, it's against Scientology, Terry. Doesn't she know that?
I guess
They don't
not.
believe in Neiman Marcus.
Oh.
They believe in Marcus Welby. But not Neiman Marcus.
Right. Well, better not get back to Tom.
How
dare she?
And fortunately, she didn't have to keep her human, life-size, adult-size pacifier in her mouth while she's shopping around Neiman Marcus.
Thank goodness.
That Tom had specially made custom-wise for her, for the size of her oversized mouth, because she's a tall lady, Terry,
Yes, she is.
with a tall mouth. Just the right amount of tallness. Could that story be true, Terry?
It wouldn't surprise
could she
me
really
at
been
all.
shopping at Neiman Marcus?
Oh, that? Oh, I thought you were talking about the pacifier.
That kind of was. Did he have an adult-sized pacifier made for her mouth for the actual labor process?
I'm gonna
So
say yes.
If she has to
Yes.
scream, she bites down on the
Yes.
pacifier and sucks it all in.
Yeah,
Just not right.
I know. He's weird.
You can, take out all your tension and your stress through the pacifier.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Maybe Stephen has one in Coronation, Washington. Sticks it in Campbell's mouth. You bite down on this if you feel any pressure. Terry, what else is going on in the world?
Connection, but
Looks like Mariah Carey is going to have a fragrance line all to herself.
Mariah Carey?
Yes. In fact, she is working with Elizabeth Arden.
Elizabeth Arden.
On a line of fragrances.
And Mariah Carey getting together, gonna make some Mariah Carey fragrances.
Yes, they are.
I don't know, Terry. If there's one celebrity out there that just seems like she's got really smelly armpits, I would say Mariah Carey's
her?
Yes. With a little hand waving while she's singing.
That's all she can do. That's why.
Would you please? I don't need old, smelly puss.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Well, it's coming in spring of 2007.
Okay, pre-order. Gotta have it.
Oh, sure.
You excited about that?
Oh, not really.
Okay.
Carol,
You won't give it a try?
Nah.
You don't want to put a couple of drops of Oda Smelly Bunt behind your ears there?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
He does every day.
Wow.
Well, can't people just do like one thing anymore? You can't. You gotta be a
No.
mogul.
No, yeah.
Do
you have
everything.
to be a mogul.
Must be a mogul.
All right.
It's a mogul must.
That's how it works.
That'll be the name of my cologne.
Yes, mogul must.
We should put one out.
A cologne?
Yeah.
All right.
You want to smell like hell breath? Here's your chance.
Right.
Drakkar T-Man.
Right?
Drakkar. It's the last cologne you bought.
Don't drag me into this. Drakkar.
Drakkar Noir.
No, he put Obsession after that. Anyhow.
Oh, my God.
I don't think I've ever bought
When
it.
do you bring the Fahrenheit
You don't buy
in?
cologne?
I don't think so.
Oh, my
Ever
God.
bought Polo?
Oh, I had Polo, yeah. That's right. In the green bottle.
I can't walk through Nordstrom without buying a bottle of cologne, to be
Right.
honest. Because all the hot women are working around there.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. What
That's
else?
how you get the conversation.
That's what GT gets for Christmas.
It's
every year.
worth
Now we know why we get cologne.
$80 to hang out in the makeup department and buy one.
Sure.
Yeah. What else is going
But
on?
when you're
Jay?
getting the makeover,
Oh,
that's
geez.
that's taking it a little too
Well,
far.
speak for yourself, Stephen.
I like eyeliner.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and they just know exactly what kind of false eyelashes fit me just right. Can you see, Terry?
Oh,
I have very long
beautiful,
eyelashes. Can't you
beautiful.
tell?
You do. Here, yes.
Are they real today or are they fake?
Oh,
Come on.
that's tough.
Watch the blinking.
They're
Watch the
so
blinking.
flirtatious, though. The flirtatious length.
Yes. They're asking you to reach out and touch me.
Oh, they are.
What else is going
Like
on?
July 13th, 2007 will be the premiere date for the next Harry Potter movie.
That's my sister's birthday.
Really?
If anyone cares.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
It's very
Will be
exciting.
coming. And it's just 10 days before Daniel Radcliffe's 18th birthday.
Wow.
I'll have to tell my daughter that.
Mhm.
She's a big fan. She's a big fan.
She's a big fan?
Oh, yeah. She sent him a fan letter, and he wrote her back.
He wrote her back personally, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, actually...
It wasn't a form letter of
It
any
was
kind.
a form letter, but he actually signed it. It wasn't one of those stamped ones. And then the picture he actually signed, too.
You know how sophisticated the rubber stamps are these days, Terry?
Did they look that real?
They look that real, baby.
Oh, I can't tell.
I rubber stamp all my fan letters.
Do you?
Send it out, send it out, send it back out, send it out.
It's really
So you're telling me
exciting.
Santa Claus didn't sign my letter?
No, that one is authentic.
Okay.
Yes.
What else is he going to do? Of course, he probably signed it.
Yeah, Santa Claus has 364 days off.
That's true.
The elves do the work the rest of the year, and he works one day.
Slackosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
why he's so
Mails it
big.
in.
He mails it in.
Yeah, I can relate.
Okay.
And then Maxim Magazine has constructed a 75 by 110 foot cover ad, I guess.
Where are you going to put it? Where do you
Well,
put
no,
that?
they put it. Where did they put it?
In the desert.
Outside in Prim, near the California border.
Right.
And
It's to block the any more immigrants from coming in.
no.
It's the best way the government can come up with now to keep them away.
It's to
Put a picture of Lindsay Lohan on the
No, it's Eva
on the
Longoria.
border. Oh,
It's Eva Longoria, and it's to commemorate its 100.
it's a trap, Terry.
100.
She's got that
issue.
welcoming smile on her face,
Right.
and they go right into the big paddy wagon there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You ever beat the paddy wagon?
Oh,
She
give
is
the
in
dog
a
a
bikini, and the tag says,
She's got a tag on her bikini.
well, no, on
Oh.
the sign or on the poke.
She's going to return it.
Oh, wow. It says, the only magazine big enough to be seen from space and only in Vegas.
Okay, very exciting. Very good.
I'll have to get you a picture.
So it's in Vegas.
What's in
well,
Prim?
it's in Prim. It's
in the border.
What's Prim?
It's like the border of...
Yeah,
think-
southern Nevada and
Is
California.
Prim close to proper?
Yes, it's very
I guess so.
Speaking of Prim and proper.
It's, oh.
Oh, geez. You have something for me,
Well, I
Steve?
was going to say it's pretty
Yeah,
cool,
never
though.
mind.
You can see from the Google Earth Cam. It's
Oh,
pretty
very
cool.
exciting.
Really?
Well, you can see everything from the Google Earth Cam.
Well, you can't see. If you had just had a regular magazine there, you couldn't see it?
We can see your house in the boonies from the Google Earth Cam.
All right, well, I thought it was pretty cool.
Well, you were wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of Prim and proper, Terry, as I was
Yes.
saying,
Oh, nice to meet
before I was sidetracked by Kilbreath yet again, we have four.
You know what else you could see from it?
Oh, jeez.
My God.
He needs to have the last word.
It's the last word freak.
Uh-huh.
Or he was just trying to be funny and break your flow again.
Oh, jeez.
That could be, but
What else can you see, Stephen?
nothing. I just was saying it to be funny.
Speaking of Prim and proper, Terry, as I was saying,
Yes.
4 tickets I have to the Cube 93 KFC Snacker. This doesn't sound right. Snacker. KFC Snacker Global Import and Domestic Car Show at the Tacoma Dome May 13th, starring Cube 93's signature artist, Cha Millionaire.
All right.
Cha Millionaire will be there, Terry.
Can't wait for Cha Millionaire.
Mm-hmm. Followed by Chamillionaire and Little Flip. Mm-hmm. You have a chance to spin the rim for $93,000. Don't get your hopes up. And
just enjoy the car show.
The car show tickets are available at Ticketmaster.com, Terry.
Really?
But I have 4 right now. Sitting right here, burning a hole in my packet.
Wow.
Ready to be given away to the first listener that calls in on the phone lines.
Not even the
That we
first
like.
call. Yeah. Oh, really?
I don't know.
Oh.
The first listener that is lucky enough to have Steven's wheel, which is kind of old and rusty.
It's definitely on its way out.
Wherever it lands, where will the Kilbreath wheel land today? Oh, that's years ago. Where will the wheel land today? Because here it goes! All right, never mind.
If you don't like the wheel anymore, I'm not going to do it.
Baby, jeez.
Come on.
We love the wheel.
I'll turn the sound off of the wheel. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it go. Whoa, it's going. It's going. It's going. And it's coming to a stop right now. Hello? Well, it stopped, so we must have a winner. Or not. All right. So if you don't win tickets, you really got to try to get to this car show. It's going to be a lot of fun. T-Man's going to be there. He's going to have a little booth. Hotshot Scott, Terry, myself, Pasty Dave, all going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's finally a chance to come out and meet everyone all together. We can't all be in the same booth because none of us get along, so that would be not very nice. So who's our winner? Nobody? All right, then. I'll have another drink. How about that? Sometimes I wish it was more than water, though, to be honest with you. How about those M's, huh? Isn't that exciting? 3-in-1 on a young season.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did the wheel stop, Terry?
I guess it did.
That's right.
Well, we wouldn't know because, you know, it's...
He just
it's
turns
been
his mic
silent.
off now.
Yeah, I know. He does.
Mm-hmm. Has no ability to fill time.
Well, he used to be. You know, he'd give little shout-outs and stuff, but he doesn't anymore. I guess he could care less whether his family hears him.
Sure. His family's like, please don't mention us during those times. It's very embarrassing. Why did you turn off your mic, Stephen?
I may be a little tired of that. Could be.
Well, you asked for it.
How did I ask for it? I said turn everybody off?
Getting all ridiculously silly. That's how you asked for it.
Okay.
And then what does he do during the actual time he was talking, which was like 20% of the time that he had the whole show to himself there, which you'd think would be his dream? What does he do? He gives away secrets of the show, like the fact that we don't get along.
Yeah.
Damn it.
We didn't want that to get out. You know the funny thing about it? I'm flipping through the radio dial, Terry, as I tend to do.
Yes.
And I'm noticing that, where was it? Was it on a TV commercial or was it actually on the radio where they're promoting their morning show? Some other station. I don't even know which one. If you let me think about it, I'll probably remember. But there was some morning show. It might have been Kate and Alley, or it could have been like Classy Radio, whatever that station is, and well, one of those deals. They're advertising how well their morning show hosts get along with each other. obviously a direct knock at a show like ours.
Wow.
Because everyone tries to come after the show that is the number one show in the city. And by last ratings and by just all through history, this show, ladies and gentlemen, even though we try to kill each other on a daily basis, somehow, some way, is the number one morning show in this city.
Right.
It's not for lack of trying, though.
Oh, it is. So their idea, I guess, their latest strategy
Is to
to try to take away some of our audience is to highlight how their morning show hosts get along so well. Because that's what the promo said. Oh, yeah, it was like somebody's testimonial. Oh, I love your guys' show. You all seem to get along so well. And that's all by design, that they put that in their promo. They want to highlight how well their show hosts get along with each other.
Oh, I'm listening now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a show like that, I've been waiting for that for years.
Right, they're all friends.
By testimonial, you mean a salesperson?
They love each other.
A salesperson.
Yeah.
Salesperson's husband.
Hey, Kim, I need you to cut something real quick. Can you come in here?
These guys love each other.
Wow. So
it's great to listen to in the morning.
Awesome.
So is that the deal? You have to love each other to be
Well,
great to listen to?
Well, that's how they're going. That's their angle now.
Wow.
Guys seem to get along so well together.
And if it's the last station you mentioned, that wasn't always the case there. So they're not really ones to talk.
The reality we finally get along.
Yeah, the reality is as much as we will air our differences on the air, we probably get along as good or better than most shows. Well, maybe not. I don't know how they get along.
Well, how many shows have been on the air?
I really do. I personally do.
For as long as
we've been on
we
10
have?
years together. I mean, that's a lot of shows are there like 4 or 5, then they hate each other, and they quit, you know.
But it's just so funny.
Yeah.
It's just so funny that their strategy now. Oh, you guys get along so well.
A year from now, it'll just be one of the hosts. What happened to that person they were with? I don't know.
Stephen, are you going to spin the wheel or not? No. How many drinks do you have to take during the time that you're...
I don't really understand the point of that, but I can spin the wheel if you like.
The point of that is it's your time. Do with it as you please. That's your glowing, shining moment. Why don't you run with it?
You're the only one who ever gets that.
I don't really care for it.
Terry wishes that we'd all turn off our mics and she'd have her solo time.
Well, let's do it.
She never really gives me an opportunity where I realize it must happen.
Right. See, and you're all the way up there all by yourself.
I don't think I gave you any sort of opportunity.
Well, you get overly giddy and just out of control, and it must happen.
I was way out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Way out of control.
I don't remember what it was, but he was saying certain things about the wheel that...
he said, I'll just silence
he was,
the wheel.
I turned it on mute since you don't like it anymore.
Right. And so
I was trying to help you out.
That was great material.
It's going round and around.
Are you going to spin the wheel or not?
I don't know if I'm feeling it today.
Well, you have to spin the wheel. That's really the only reason you're here. So if you're not going to spin the wheel, then you can tulip it all through next week.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You have 10 seconds to spin the wheel. I hate to give you a 10-second ultimatum, but it's here.
What happens in 10 seconds?
Oh, my gosh, you're challenging
You got 10 seconds to spin the wheel.
All right.
All right? If you don't spin the wheel in 10 seconons, I really haven't decided what happens to you.
I'm changing my dial because he's
We're not getting along, Tim.
challenging you, damn it.
Stephen, I'd like you, really all that I look forward to with you on a given morning is the wheel spinning. I don't know why.
Well, so you can yell at me again for it not being very good. So what's the point of that?
I can't help but say that the wheel isn't a disappointment this time around. I can't help but notice that
That's
your
why
wheel...
I turned the sound off. You were able to see the wheel go around, and it stopped on a fine listener that you've now ignored and shunned.
Your wheel stamina is down
Maybe you
to
should
nothing.
get back to the listeners, and the person that it landed on, you should give the tickets
You don't
to.
think it's fair to say that your wheel stamina has been at least cut in half?
I've admitted that every day we've talked about
All
it.
right. So then why can't we talk about it? Why does it bother you so much? What's the big deal?
It doesn't bother me. I was telling you that I was trying to help you out by silencing the wheel.
There's a lot of love going on.
I love you guys. You all get along so well. Spin the wheel, Stephen.
Well, now I want to see what happens in 10 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
Nothing's going to happen immediately because you're a floor above. It's not like I'm going to come racing up there and start...
and pummel you.
I'm going to spin the wheel in 11 seconds.
Okay, that's fine with me. If you spin it at 11, that'll work fine. Let's have an 11-second countdown.
Bunch of babies around here.
10,
I'm one of them.
Okay, how old
8,
are we again?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, a 2, and a 1.
Counting too fast.
And here it goes.
It's his 11
He wants to make sure he wins.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Whenever your 11 seconds is up.
Oh, not yet. Let me lubricate the wheel. Hold on.
Oh,
Fill up those cheeks. And he says he doesn't like his own time.
Just nasty.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's a real juicy-mouthed guy.
There's never a person I've met with more of a juicy mouth than Stephen Kilbreth. It's just unnecessary. Yes, go ahead. Was the wheel about to spin there?
Absolutely no muscles. The juiciest mouth ever. A whistling nose. The fattest guy you've ever known. The guy, the weirdest guy you've ever known.
Good thing you're writing all
the
this
guy
down.
with the complete no personality whatsoever.
And picture number 49 to showcase.
You look Chinese when you laugh.
Yeah, I look Chinese when I
No,
laugh.
it's
And you have to shave my eyeballs.
Oh.
Let's see. My nuts are so big that they're taking up my whole pant legs.
Wow. Don't forget about your shirts are too short.
That's right.
Amazing. He's got that kind of...
Well, it's been pounded in your head for so long. It's kind of,
You start believing it, right?
No.
Oh.
You better start. It's true. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, the wheel. 11 seconds is up.
Okay, let's start the 11 seconds.
Oh,
now.
please. Just when I thought the wheel was back and better than ever.
He gave it a last-ditch effort there.
He definitely
It was
doesn't like
better than any point so far.
Yeah,
it was a good one, but he doesn't like wheel criticism for some reason.
He takes pride in his wheel.
Yeah.
It's obviously the only thing that you guys think that I'm taunted enough to do because you
No,
said
it's
that.
more the fact that you take so much pride in the stupid wheel.
I've never taken pride in it. I don't even care.
Wow.
Tamara.
Hey, what's going on?
Tamara. Yes.
It's Tamara, actually, but that's okay.
All right. And how are you, Tamara?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
And where are you calling from?
Well, I'm out in Bellevue, but I'm from Renton.
Mm-hmm. Will you work in Bellevue?
Yes, I do.
What do you do?
I'm a restaurant manager. Yeah.
Yes. Would you care to share with us what restaurant you manage, or is that kind of something you'd rather not reveal?
Yeah, I kind of had to sneak out of the restaurant because my...
If I was a restaurant manager and calling into the show, Terry, I don't know if I'd want to reveal it with the thought of being...
Discovered?
Well, just people coming up to her the rest of the day saying,
Right.
point in the face. You don't need that.
Manage a restaurant.
Tamara. Tomorrow. What's your name? Tamara.
Tamara.
Yeah. So are you good at restaurant management? Is that something that is a serious talent of yours? Or are you just passing the time with it on the way to something else? Or what's the deal?
Well, I'm a massage therapist, so I'm just...
Don't those go hand in hand?
trying to do some... Well, I'm just trying to do some marketing. I work around a lot of, business people, so...
Mm-hmm. And which is more of a career that will be longer lasting for your future? The massage area of the world, or restaurant management, or neither, or what?
Definitely massage.
Massage is your true calling.
Part of it.
Part of it.
Yeah.
My favorite part? What is?
Oh, wow.
The ending part? And where do you massage? Where do you do that stuff?
Right now I am working out of my house in Renton.
Oh, so you...
You have clients come into your
I
house?
just got out of school last June, so
And you have your clientele stop over your joint and you massage them on like a little folding table or something like that?
Yeah, just a select few that get to come to my house.
That is
But do you usually actually fold up your table and go to their home?
A couple times. But
are you hoping to catch on with a high-profile kind of spa, or you're more of the independent massage girl?
yeah, I'm going to be moving to Florida pretty soon, so when I get down there, then I'm going to try to...
Why are you moving to Florida?
Well, my fiance's family's down there, and we're just going to decide to move back there.
Uh-huh.
Do you advertise on Craigslist?
Oh, just...
I don't.
Oh, okay. Then you're the good kind of massage.
Yeah, I
Steven knows
don't want
all
all
the
those
others.
crazy people coming to my house.
Right. And how long you been with this guy that you're marrying?
About 2.5 years.
Is that right? How old are you?
24.
How many kids you have?
None.
Wow. You got a wedding date set?
Not at this time. We're going to wait till we get down to Florida and see what's up with the...
You're going to pack up your life and move for a guy. A guy who promises to marry you.
Well, my family's down there, too, so...
All right, whatever. Anyhow, what part of Florida? You seem like a northern Florida girl to me.
A northern Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Oh, no. What part of Florida?
Well, we're still deciding on that now.
Northern. Go northern.
Probably about Cocoa Bay area, probably.
Cocoa Bay?
Yeah.
Is that anywhere near Cocoa Puffs? What is that? Is that northern or no?
Yeah, kind of northeastern.
What do you look like?
I am about 5'2", mixed.
Didn't see that coming, Terry. I didn't feel mixed coming my way.
No mixing that way?
No, I thought all white girl all the time here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's got a little ethnicity to her.
She does.
That's what my cousin say.
That's what your cousin
I
say?
sound like a white girl.
Uh-huh.
Do you rub like a white girl?
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Do I what?
It's a massage, little lingo. Anyhow, we gotta hope so. Anyway, so are you gonna move before the car show, or are you not moving that quick?
Oh, no, it's going to be probably 2 years before we move.
Oh, 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Well, we all could move in 2 years for all we know. Right? So it's not like anything imminent, right? Okay, very good. Mm-hmm.
Probably trying to save up for the wedding and all that good stuff.
So you're going to get married here, or you're going to get married in Florida?
Yeah, Florida, she said.
Well, that's
They're
not...
going to wait.
For at least 2 years?
Yes.
The world can change in 2 years.
I know.
What kind of planning is this? Why do people plan this far out? You can't plan that far out. So basically, you have a boyfriend, that's all there is to it.
Because it's not planning. That's why they do it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to plan.
I
I'm
see.
going to get married someday.
Right. It's planning, not planning. All right, anyway. So you want to take us to the car show, is that right?
Yes.
And you're going to take your fiancé and who else? If I give you 4 passes, because I have 4 passes here.
Well, I'm going to give them to him for his birthday because it's coming up in a couple weeks, so...
What a cop-out birthday present.
It cost me nothing.
What do you mean?
Why don't you, like, take some of the money you make from massage and buy him something?
Well,
And then go to the car show with you and him and 2 other people with the free passes. That doesn't sound like a birthday present to me, Terry.
Oh, hey,
That
it's
sounds like a
one.
suck-out birthday present.
I already bought him stuff for his birthday.
You know, don't rely on
It's
me.
included.
Oh, yeah, whatever. It's too late for that. Don't rely on me or Cube 93 to make your presents happen.
No, I'm not. I've already bought him birthday present.
What'd you buy him?
I bought him a book. He likes religious history, and so I bought him something for that.
He
And-
likes religious history. What kind of freak is this guy?
What does your boyfriend do?
He's a pastor.
What aspect of religious history
No,
is he
it's just-
interested in?
It's just interesting to him.
What
to
book did
find
you
out.
buy him? What book?
Oh, my goodness.
You
It's
bought
a
him
surprise.
You bought him a book. You don't even know what you bought him.
No, I bought him Jesus and Yahweh. It's about the different...
Jesus, how he did it my way. What?
No, Jesus and
Frank Sinatra.
Yahweh.
Mm-hmm. All right, and that's an area of interest of his.
Yeah, just to find out, you know, a lot of different myths and stuff that go on in the Christian religion. But he's not religious. He just likes to figure out, you know, why there's so many people that believe that and don't really know the
Fascinating.
whole aspect of it.
So
But,
he's not
yeah,
religious, but he's just interested in people that are.
he's just interested in the history of it.
That's like I read books on exercise.
Right.
Not really interested. I'm just
Right,
fascinated by so many people do it.
Yes. I understand.
Wow.
What's the draw?
Uh-huh. Wonderful. So you guys have a very satisfying sex life?
Jeez.
Oh, my goodness. I think we do, yes.
Uh-huh. You guys live together?
Mm-hmm.
With no one else around? Just you two living in a house or apartment, or what?
Yeah, we live in an apartment.
In an apartment. Just you two, very cozy-like.
Mm-hmm.
And you get along really well.
We do.
And the sex is good.
It is.
And you do it every day.
Not every day.
How often?
Probably about 4 times a week.
And who's the aggressor, would you say?
I think we kind of share.
You take turns.
Yeah.
Tuesdays, Thursdays are his aggressive nights. Fridays, Mondays are yours.
It's not so planned, but I'll go with that.
I see. So it's not as scheduled as that, but it just seems to be 50-50 on who's the aggressor on a particular night.
Yes.
Well, then if it's not decided like that, as far as breaking up the days, then what determines who's going to be an aggressive person on a particular night? I'm just curious. Kind of like he's curious about religion. Maybe it's because I'm not aggressive.
Maybe you should get a book then.
Oh, jeez. What makes it a night that you're the aggressive one? What would happen that would all of a sudden turn the switch of your aggressiveness on? Or off, as the case may be?
Maybe a glass of wine. I don't know.
Ah,
That's it? Wow.
Jeez.
glass of wine and you're the one tearing his clothes off. Is that what it is? And on your aggressive nights, when you've had that glass of wine, and it's kind of swimming around inside you, what do you do that would indicate that, oh, she's being the aggressive one tonight?
I can't think of anything in particular that I do. It's different. It's different depending on the night, I guess.
Well, tell me about the last aggressive night you had.
You still want these tickets?
You had a little white wine in you, because you're a white wine girl. And what did you do that indicated to you, well, I was definitely the aggressor tonight? What did you do? What did you do?
Put a DVD on and started that way.
And is that enough, Terry? Because that's all she's throwing at us.
Yeah, alcohol and porn.
Is that enough?
King Kong.
Yeah, for all we know, it could have been Baby Einstein. Whoa, is that...
King Long.
Oh, is that in itself enough to indicate that she was the aggressor on that night? She threw in a little DVD?
Well, I mean, no.
If you're going to be
Just a
aggressive,
regular movie, you know.
you got to be aggressive.
Were you BE aggressive or no? Were you ROWDIE? Because that's the way we spell Rowdy. That doesn't sound like you're really the aggressive person.
Yeah, it
You don't
doesn't
sound like
at
you got a real
all.
aggressive personality. So unless you got some real switch that's hidden that I can't find right now, I'm not believing that Fridays and Mondays are your aggressive nights.
I'm just not used to talking about my sex life on the radio.
That's because I don't think there's much to talk about.
Whoa.
Well, there is. There's just not much.
Well, then,
that I would
then
like to
open
do.
up, baby. I'm asking you direct questions.
Little fiance.
I'm asking you specific questions about what you do when you get aggressive and you got nothing.
I mean, there's, you know, when you hop on top of somebody and
geez.
start kissing them.
Got a little Dr. Seuss moment.
So you're a hopper on topper, huh? What did she say? She said hop on pop? Oh. Is that how you like to be aggressive? You like to be on top? You like to be the rider?
I do.
Mm-hmm. Wow. All right, now we're getting
I
somewhere.
actually think that's a lot of ladies' thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Cowgirl in it.
No.
Yeehaw in it.
Yeah.
Making it
Got
happen.
spurs and jingle jangle, baby.
Like a bandit on the way out of town.
Woo!
Okay. And are you good at that? Is that your specialty?
It is.
All right.
It
Well, then you
is.
sound
That's
like
how
car.
you like the best.
You sound like car show material to me. We have 4 passes for you.
Thank
Tamara.
you.
Tamara, is it?
Tamara, yeah.
Tamara. Yeah. And Tamara, the cowgirl lowrider, Terry, she is going to be at the car show.
Yay!
She has her own booth, too, right?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
She's so aggressive.
She is.
I mean, I
Can see it,
have to
can't you?
brace myself when talking to her, Terry. She's so aggressive. Okay. Tamara, it's fascinating talking to you.
I bet it was.
Yes.
So do we get free lunch or not where she works?
Oh, geez.
That's really the question.
My boss is pretty tight, so I don't know if that's going to happen.
I thought you run the
Yeah,
restaurant.
so you're not the manager.
I'm the manager, but then he's the boss.
What position does he have?
To come in whenever he wants to, and
Is he the owner? Owners don't stop by their
he's
own
the
restaurants.
owner, yeah.
Bob Appleby?
What is he? I mean, owners don't often stop by the restaurants.
It's a one-horse restaurant, they do.
Well, I'm one of the owners of a restaurant. I go there maybe once every 3 months.
It's not a huge restaurant, so
Oh, okay,
he's
whatever.
here
All
frequently
right.
doing stuff.
All right, very nice.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes. Have a great weekend, Tamara.
You too.
And maybe you'll win 93 grand at the car show.
I hope
But
so.
not
I
like
need
it. All right, hang on. There she is. Tamara.
Yay! Woohoo! Aha!
I like to jump on top and get very aggressive.
Well, she's a little shy.
And then the reality is, some of those shy women, Terry,
I'm probably
you do
wildest.
have the ability to throw half a glass of wine in them.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
Not so shy.
no.
I open that box of wine and they go nuts.
You open a box.
Yes.
What did you got at Target?
Bottle of Bones, it's a totally different person,
Oh,
Terry.
I'm sure.
The T-Man.
Ladies, moving in with your man could be bad for your heart. That is according to a new study from Britain.
Oh, and then with your man, it could be bad for your heart, Terry.
Wow.
And your Steiner, but that's a different story.
Whoa.
Ladies, moving in with your man could be bad for your heart.
Jeez.
That is according to a new study from Britain.
Wow.
Researchers say, in general, women start to eat more foods that are bad, and gain weight. It is the opposite for men.
And not only that, by the way, but when you walk in on your man screwing your neighbor, you have a heart attack, Terry.
Yeah, I guess so.
Bad for your heart. That's why you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
You move in with your man, Terry.
Ladies, moving in with your man could be bad for your heart. That is according to a new study from Britain.
Right.
Researchers say, in general,
Yeah.
women start to eat more foods that are bad.
You're gonna eat more anyway.
Wow.
Just a coincidence. Don't blame it on moving in with your man. You were overdue for eating a lot more.
Researchers say, in general,
Right.
women start to eat more foods that are bad, and gain weight. It is the opposite for men, though. When they move in with women, they get healthier.
That's right!
They eat more veggies, less fat, and less sugar. Doctors say couples should make a fresh start together, map out healthy eating together, and be supportive of each
I don't want to do
other.
all that stuff together.
Too much together time for you?
That's why I moved you in, so I don't have to do that much with you.
I don't think I need a map of my meals.
Yeah, what do? You sit down and go, okay,
You make the couple's menu, Terry.
a couple's menu.
Let's see, what am I bringing to the relationship as far as food? I'm bringing veggies, and I'm bringing yogurt and cottage cheese, and you're bringing pizza and beer. Okay, let me have a slice. And then before you know it, it's a little role reversal. She starts scratching her balls, and you start eating veggies, and everything's
Wow.
good. You know how it works, Terry. You moved in with a few guys in your life.
3.
Oh, 3?
Well, actually, no, 4.
Oh, geez. Wow. Give her another minute. Be up to 10.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
My 2 husbands.
Well, that doesn't sound very fair, does it? That women get unhealthier as they move in with a guy.
Yeah, and then guys get
Well, look at
healthier,
us.
yeah.
Picture of health. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're good
picture of
influences.
health.
It's very nice. I'm
Yeah,
glad
so
to
you
hear
eat all
that
your
story.
veggies and everything every night, like good little boys.
That's right. I'm not eating asparagus for any other reason but the fact that I'm living with a woman, Terry.
Wow.
I'll tell you, last I checked, Swanson doesn't put asparagus in their frozen dinners.
No. If only they did.
You'd not buy it.
You'd say, nah, I don't need it. Jeez.
I don't see asparagus included with the fried chicken on the Swanson frozen dinner.
What vegetable you have last night?
What did I have last night?
Yeah.
Last night I brought in
Oh,
sushi.
sushi, yeah, that's right.
Yes. So there's some avocado in there.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
you had the edamame.
Healthy.
And I had some edamame with the sushi, yes. Can't get sushi without bringing home some edamame.
That's the thing where you squeeze the little
Oh, jeez.
green things out of the...
That's called zit removal for you, Steve.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you're onto something. Yes, it's like pea pods. In a soy kind of way, I guess. I don't know.
They're yummy.
I just pick it up.
Okay.
Anyway.
You just eat it.
And I wouldn't be eating it otherwise.
You never ate it when you were single? Really? Never?
I didn't know what edamame was.
Wow.
Just
Okay.
figured I'd edamame and get some edamame. There you go. All works out great. What else is going on in the world, Terry?
This is actually something kind of interesting.
Oh, geez.
The California Supreme Court is reviewing how much information sexual partners have to legally reveal to each other before they have sex. Apparently in California, you can already be sued if you don't tell your partner about your STD.
Your financial status and then some is at stake if you don't reveal the proper information because it's a matter of legality
Yeah, pretty much.
in the state of California. And if it starts in California, you know it's spreading like wildfire.
Right.
Wildfire.
So we all have to worry now about how much we have to reveal when we have sex with a new partner.
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about it.
Had some edamame last night.
And what they're doing is they're looking at this one particular case while they're reviewing all this information.
There's always one particular case that gets the ball rolling, Terry.
Of course.
So this is Roe versus Wade again?
No,
it's
about
the Roe
this-
versus Wade of STDs.
This woman who got HIV from what she thought was her healthy husband.
She thought he was clean.
Yeah, he didn't tell her that apparently he had some high-risk gay sex before they got married.
Homo hijinks.
And now
hidden.
she's seeking damages.
She's suing her own husband.
Hidden homo hijinks.
Because,
hidden homo hijinks.
Because he gave her the AIDS.
Yeah.
When your husband gives you the AIDS. Next Fox.
man.
Wow.
Well, this is now opening a whole new... It opens a whole new doorway of legal, situational discussions and new laws being implemented, Terry. How much do you have to reveal to your partner before you stick that old dipstick in there?
Right.
I don't know if I like this. I got so much to hide.
Good thing we're in Washington now.
I don't have to worry about it.
Just don't move to Cali.
Yeah, I was so paranoid when I was actually active out there in a major way, Terry. I would get tested every 3 months.
Mm-hmm. I remember you saying you wanted your own personal doctor with
I
you all
did.
the
I wanted
time.
my own traveling doctor at the time. But I've cut it down to some extent, Terry.
To some?
That's right.
Oh, that's good to know.
You know, to get married, you have to cut it down to some extent.
Yeah, at least.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at least maybe what?
So I don't necessarily need my own traveling doctor now.
Oh, shoot.
A nurse should be fine.
Okay.
But that's an interesting question. How much do you have to reveal? Let's say you're about to have sex with a new partner, and they ask you a question. Let's say they ask you, how many partners have you had sex with?
Right.
Are you now required legally to tell them the truth, or you could down the road be sued if they find out differently?
All right.
Man. Used to be in the past, all we had to reveal for sex is our credit card number. On the 900 number.
Making it a lot harder.
A lot harder now. Well, let me ask you this. Let's go down the list of potential things that may be a hot button, if you will.
Okay.
Hot button.
Mm-hmm. Let's say you have an STD, but it's curable. Do you have to reveal that, Terry? Yes or no?
Well,
Let's say
yes.
it's curable, though. Quick
It doesn't
shot.
matter.
Why the hell haven't you cured it?
I've been lazy.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't gotten around to the clinic yet.
Sure, it's
No.
curable.
I haven't.
You have to
It's
reveal
curable,
that.
so let's do it.
No, I'd be like,
I usually let those things linger.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
say
enjoying peeing razor blades.
it feels so
you have an
good.
STD, but it doesn't hurt that much.
Of course you have to reveal that.
You have to reveal that?
Yes.
That much.
That much.
Okay.
That doesn't hurt that much, Terry.
No, reveal that.
You have to reveal that. It's one of those minor STDs, like
What's a minor
it's
STD?
like it's not herpes simplex. It's like what's herpes of the mouth? Canker sores. You have canker sores. That's a form of herpes, right?
I mean,
you have cold sores.
Yeah, but like you're
But it
gonna
doesn't hurt that much.
get with somebody who's got them already. Come on.
Ew, kiss me.
Yeah.
You have to reveal that. If you have a history of ongoing
Yes.
canker and
Yes.
cold sores,
Yes.
you have to reveal that.
Yes.
I saw a statistic like 90 or 70 or some large percent of people have that. So stay away,
Yeah, those are pretty
or I'll
common
sue you. Yeah, those are pretty common.
because they're so.
Well, but if you know, then you can make the
Contagious.
decision. Well, I'm in then. You could still
Right.
be in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you have the information.
Right.
If you've
Whether or
ever
not
been
you
if you've ever been on either side of a glory hole, Terry, do you have to reveal that information?
Jeez, I would say absolutely.
But you have no recognizable STD, but you've been.
Absolutely.
So if you've ever been on any side,
side.
Either side?
Either
if you've ever been on
side.
either side of the plywood,
Plywood.
If you're sticking your manitelia in between, a piece of plywood that has a hole in it, you probably want to share that at some
I
point.
would say yes. I mean, because that's what happened to her. She had no idea. He didn't reveal that
he was on one side of the plywood.
Yeah, he was on one of the sides. And
He was on the AIDS side.
yeah, and then he gets married.
He was on the
The wrong
inject
side,
inject the AIDS side of the plywood.
so-
Wow.
Not good.
Well, this is serious stuff now, Terry. There's a lot you have to reveal. This is full disclosure sex.
Right.
I don't know if I'm ready for a world with full disclosure sex. I like spinning that roulette wheel and having it be a mystery on where it lands. I don't know what I'm in for when I'm screwing some hot baby.
Mm-hmm.
I like to wait 6 months to find out what happened to me.
Yeah.
Sure.
And have Planned Parenthood's people tell me.
I don't normally leak Tabasco out of my pee hole, but looks like I am now.
Can you tell me what I got?
Only wish I had her number still.
Can you tell me what that bitch gave me?
Yeah.
there's something to that
Well,
moment,
but
Terry.
well-
There's some kind of fun in that moment.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
really that fun?
If you've ever been pooped on purposely, do you have to tell?
Oh my God!
Do you have to tell your partner if they ask you?
How about accidentally?
Accidentally, no. That
Okay.
shouldn't. I think that goes without saying. That shouldn't have to be
But it was
revealed.
an accident.
It was- yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be revealed because it was an accident. But if you've ever been pooped on purposely, Terry. All right, let's start
Like
with
by yourself?
Let's start with peed on. Stephen poops on himself all the time. Purposely.
Well, I mean, people do that when they're drunk sometimes.
They pee on themselves purposely.
Not purposely, but they
that's-
accidentally.
I did say purposely.
Okay.
Okay. Let's
Peeing with the intent on.
Let's start, a little bit more basic. If you've ever been peed on, Terry, and is that something that, according to this new California law, a full disclosure, sexual activity kind of thing, is that something you have to tell your partner ahead of time? Hey, there's something I have to tell you so I don't. There's something I have to tell you so I don't get sued down the road. In an effort to be fully disclosing my activities of the past, I was peed on back in 2001.
I was really in back then.
Yeah, it was right after the towers came down. I was very stressed out. My partner had to do something to really shake things up, and that's why it happened.
Huh.
Is that something you have to reveal? Yes or no?
Great justification, though.
Or let me ask you this, maybe putting it more simply. If you ever went out with R. Kelly,
Oh, then heck yes.
you have to reveal that.
Absolutely.
Really? All right, let's go
That's
back
a
to
must.
let's go back to if you've ever been peed on
Yeah.
by someone other than R. Kelly.
Well,
I don't think you have to disclose that. I'm going to say no.
well, yeah, maybe that's a.
Stephen, you're having sex with a new partner.
Yes.
You ask her, hey, I would like a moment here where we could fully disclose anything that would be significant as far as what you or I should know before we get involved in a sexual fashion with each other. Should you at that moment have to reveal whether you've ever been peed on, yes or no?
Well, I wouldn't want to know from them whether they had or not, so I'm going to say no.
So there's a possibility then, I hate to make this personal for you, but there's a possibility that your wife may have been peed on in the past, but you just never asked her or never wanted to know.
I would say that that's probably not a possibility.
Mm-hmm. Because you know the woman you married.
Yes.
And she's not peed on material.
No.
But in the past, any of the girls that you have ever dated?
See, my wife, a minimum of 18 times, I'm figuring. Terry.
Really?
Nice. Love the urine, huh?
Oh, jeez.
Wow, love the urine.
You're in luck.
So we're all across the board agreeing that that is not something that has to be disclosed.
I think so, yeah.
I think you guys are playing with fire.
With the well,
Isn't there like a privacy to pee law?
The Peeing Privacy Act
Yes.
of 1997.
wow.
That's a very good point. I'm surprised you know about that one. Yes.
I don't think I'd want to know anyway.
I don't.
My wife told me someone
yeah.
did that to her.
Yeah.
Okay, then what else has to be disclosed in this?
I think any kind of,
'Cause
STD is definitely anything.
Any STD of any kind,
Any kind.
even if you were cured of it?
Even if you were cured of
Let's
it,
see.
I
Even
want
if
to
you're
know.
cured, yeah.
You got
I
an
wanna
STD
know.
in 95.
Yes.
Here we are 11 years later.
Right.
You got it cured in 96.
Right.
You haven't thought about it since 97.
Right.
You have to reveal it in 2006?
Yes.
No way. If it's not contagious anymore, what are you
I
telling
just,
for?
well, I mean, you're gonna have people say, you're gonna have a partner say, "Well, have you ever had an STD?"
And you have to you have to be honest about it.
Absolutely.
In 1995, I got syphilis.
Right.
Went to the
Doctor got
went to Virginia Mason, got a shot,
and I'm all good.
I was fine. That's something you have to tell.
Yes.
I don't agree with that. Or maybe I do. I don't know. This is all confusing me.
I mean,
I'm a little uncomfortable.
I don't like talking before sex.
you just like
See,
to
but
do it.
your spree probably would have been halted a little bit had you asked all these questions, right?
Oh, my spree was just a dangerous, treacherous period of time.
Right, but you didn't want to know.
I didn't want to. I kind
That's
of.
why you wanted the traveling doctor.
I didn't want to talk.
You just wanted to do.
I'm opening the door of my home. Let's do it.
Wow.
Get it done.
Yeah.
See you later.
Now go back
Doors
out.
open.
I'll find out
All
who you
those
were.
people walking by. Come on in.
I found out who you were and how clean you were in 6 months. Because that's what they say is the appropriate window to find out if you've acquired anything of a major magnitude, Terry. I would circle the day on my calendar. Okay. 6 months.
Where's that calendar these days? I want to see it.
Filled with circles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think. Especially if it's somebody you're serious about. And
6 months. We'll see how Julie's doing there. All right. There we go.
Julie.
Yeah, there was a Julie in there somewhere.
Julie's pretty easy.
Uh-huh. She was a hot Julie.
Really? Hot Julie.
Oh, yeah. Hot Julius. Anyway.
oh,
Did you give her the banana and the orange Julius?
Now, what were we talking about again? Oh, yeah. What has to
Revealing
be...
STDs, etc.
And you say
Anytime.
Any
if you've
history...
had any history, yes.
You have to reveal that.
Yes.
Or else you can be sued.
Well, yeah.
May I see your
there's a
story?
possibility of that. That's what they're reviewing now.
That's what they're reviewing in
But
California.
they're also reviewing whether or not you have the likelihood of getting. Let's say, for example, you know that you had sex with somebody 2 weeks ago, but you didn't get tested, and you don't know if that person was clean.
Well, that...
So there's, hey, I had sex with
Terry,
so-and-so.
having sex with a new partner or any partner, and even not so new, is a risk.
Sure. But that's why...
I don't know if you have to be completely honest about all your skankiness of the past.
Well, but that's the thing. That's down in California. Good thing we're not down there.
Yeah, we could be skank still.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The California Supreme Court is reviewing how much information a sexual partner will have to legally reveal to one another before they engage in any aspect of sexual intercourse.
Right.
Or else you're on the hook.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because look at the wife. I mean, she's seeking damages. She's got HIV. Had she, known that her
She still
husband,
had sex with him.
Well, but at least she had a choice.
Mm-hmm. She had a choice because everyone has a choice, Terry. Everyone is a suspect of being a sexual deviant. And by the way, you don't have to be any kind of deviant or freaky person to get an STD.
True, but I mean...
It increases the risk.
Yeah. If you're putting your manitalia through a piece of plywood, that's a little freaky.
Are we getting to the point that before you... Are we getting to the point that before you take your clothes off and get all down and dirty, you have to, write out a list of all your partners?
Yeah, I'm going to need a major credit card and a picture ID. I got to run some tests here.
Well, but you should be able to, have a conversation and trust the person before you jump into the sack with them. You shouldn't just go into that. And if you do, then you accept these risks.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, what if you have
prevents people from being whore-like, so that's good.
Whore-like.
Unnecessarily.
That's
All right, what if a woman has an unaccounted for tampon, Terry? Does she have to reveal that information in this full disclosure moment or no?
Well,
It was back about 11 months ago.
I don't know what happened to it.
She forgot about it 6 months ago. She doesn't know where it went or what happened to it, but it is technically unaccounted for. Does she have to reveal that to her partner, yes or no?
Hopefully, if she's lost it up her cooch, she's gone to the doctor to find it.
That is disgusting. Who ever thought of that?
That
was talking about.
That would be actually pretty dangerous to the man,
that's
wouldn't
what
it?
I'm
now?
saying.
Couldn't you get some kind of shock?
Toxic shock.
The old TSS.
Yeah.
The old TSS.
Yes. That's
So-
why I would hope she would go to her doctor so it wouldn't be unaccounted for.
Uh-huh. What if it's unaccounted for, but it was in the wrapper the last time you saw it? Do you still have to reveal... Do you have to reveal to your new male partner that is something that he should be aware of? And therefore, because you disclosed it, you can't be sued for it, or not? Now that I disclosed it to you, will you sign here?
Right. Maybe that's what's going to have to happen is a
Sign
sexual
here.
contract.
Yeah, is that where we're going? That you have to sign a contract to get yourself off the legal hook before you have sex with someone?
Sounds like
Sounds like a sexual buzzkill to me.
You're all
Oh, yeah, I'm all hot now. Let's do it.
I got a notary stamp on my testicles.
Mm-hmm.
It says I'm clean, so don't worry.
Yeah, is that what's going to have to happen, Terry?
Maybe so.
Got a notary public to validate your balls.
The clean stamp of approval.
Because you laugh. But where are we going with this?
I know.
I say all sex is a risk. All partners are suspect. Go about it knowing that. And if you get something, whose fault is it? Not theirs.
Although if you end up marrying the guy and going into it, that's a little bit
I feel even less sorry for you if you got married to the guy. And you didn't realize he was on the wrong side of the glory hole, or however he got it.
Well, but I mean,
You say he got this particular case. It was about a guy who was married but had AIDS and acquired it through a homosexual relationship.
Yeah, but an encounter.
Well, whatever.
But and never just and it was before he got married to this woman, and so but he never disclosed that he had ever had any kind of homosexual encounter.
It was a close encounter of the wrong kind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and so I mean, I'd like to know the history.
So, I'd like to know if my guy has AIDS.
Yeah.
But by what you're saying, any kind of gay encounter equals an STD or AIDS?
Risky, not necessarily, but it's risky behavior.
Any gay barebacking means you are tainted with an STD?
No.
No, but it is riskier.
Well, then
behavior,
why would you then have to disclose a sexual encounter of a gay kind as opposed to a sexual encounter of a one-night stand heterosexual kind?
I'm saying you have
with a glory hole involved.
Wow.
Close encounter.
Glory holes don't have to be just for homosexuals, do they?
I don't know about glory holes.
It's tough to get women to go along with it.
Yeah, it's not like
You think maybe
a
I
woman can put something through.
Maybe I can open my own little luncheon glory hole heterosexual joint.
Yeah, women aren't really into that. I don't know why. They're stupid.
They're stupid.
Well, you can get a burger, a grilled cheese sandwich, and have a little heterosexual
I don't want to get a
moment there.
splinter. Okay,
Yeah, the food's good. I'm not really into the holes, but the good food's good here.
Well, if you're doing it appropriately, I mean, is there any danger of getting splinters?
No, I think the wood's a little worn down, so it's smooth.
Honestly, the only glory
That's what I
hole
hear.
I ever saw, he said, covering incredibly, the only
But
glory
you've
hole
seen
I
one. That's
ever
great.
saw, well, I'm going to tell you where. The only glory hole I ever saw was in the movie The Sweetest Thing with Cameron Diaz and Christina Applegate.
Oh.
Did you see that movie?
No, I did not.
Oh. Well, she was on the wrong side.
Oh.
The glory hole in a very humorous, comedic momentary.
Okay.
It was so funny.
Yes, it's a good movie, by the way. Great movie.
I'll have to see it.
Is that where she pees in the urinal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very funny movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you get into a relationship, for example, when you got serious with your wife or decided you wanted to have a
When did that
relationship
happen?
with your wife,
Right.
did you not didn't you guys kind of go through your sexual past a little bit?
Huh?
Okay, guess not.
I guess not.
Guess not.
Got the old don't ask, don't tell policy.
Yeah, we have that scheduled for tomorrow, Terry, just by coincidence. Mm-hmm.
You know?
That should be a fun conversation.
Right. I just don't know where this is going to go, Terry. I don't know how effective it could ever be.
Right. Well, and,
I don't know
and
what it proves.
It does sound like pretty soon we're gonna have to have handy little contracts in the glove compartment of the car before we
That would have come in handy for you back in the day, huh? Even back in the day, I mean yesterday. Anyhow. This is out of the Los Angeles Times. You found this story, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering, even if they nail it down as to what needs to be disclosed, what doesn't need to be disclosed, what is it going to do? One day in the future, someone gets an STD. Well, you signed the contract. They told you that they had the moment where they were...
Oh, yeah. It prevents them from being sued or anything like that.
Come on.
Protects people.
1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. That is a toll-free number. If you would like to reveal all the skankiness of your past, here's the time to do it. It would be put on the record. You'll never have to be held liable in the future if you tell us about all your skanky low days of the past. 1-866-663-T-MAN. The people who were just holding on, Terry, just hung up. Got all scared.
I don't want to talk about that.
Never mind.
I thought you were giving away car show tickets.
Mm-hmm. Let's see who's out there on a Fractious Friday.
Fractious.
The day's coming when we can't even slut around and hide it anymore.
It is too
Or
bad.
else they'll drain our bank accounts.
It's too bad there's not heterosexual glory hole places, though.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool, huh?
That is too bad.
Yeah.
Why don't you start one?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to open. I'm going to open a little lunch spot with heterosexual glory holes.
Club T.
Yes.
Your heterosexual glory hole heaven.
Mm-hmm. Before you ask, no, we're not going to put any glory holes in sport. It's going to be a new place. This one won't be conveniently located across the street from the Space Needle. No. Must be well hidden.
Yeah.
Alyssa.
Glory hole at every booth.
Hello.
Yes, Alyssa, how are you this morning?
Not a family establishment.
I'm fine.
Have
I
you-
have a question for you because it just came up in the conversation of this whole California thing.
Right. California love. California love.
California love.
Yes.
You said if you've ever been
I didn't use that word because you can't use that word on
okay.
here.
Okay.
What did I say? How did I phrase it,
You
Terry?
just said
pooped. You said pooped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you've ever been pooped on, should you have to reveal that? Yes.
Is that?
Are you looking
okay.
to come clean after all these years?
Boy, with a towel.
Well, actually,
Should I get you a wet nap?
Would you ever admit to something like that?
Well, that's the point. Apparently, whether you are wanting to admit to some freakiness of your past or not, if it becomes a legal situation, you're going to pretty much be boxed in a corner. You're going to have no choice but to reveal these freaky things if you're...
About yourself, yeah?
If your freedom or your monetary status is hanging on the line here. You're going to have to tell people you were pooped on.
Okay, but I don't know. I just think that there's a certain point of privacy that just shouldn't be crossed.
Well, listen, no one's going to drag it out of you. We understand that it was just one of those nights back in college.
No, actually, I've never done it, but my fiance wants me to, and I'm just like,
really?
It's okay because you were under a coffee table.
What happened to coffee table lady?
Coffee table lady technically was never pooped on.
No, I know, because
she would just watch all the happenings from underneath the glass coffee table.
That's worse, I think.
Yeah.
You should have to reveal that then, Stephen?
I don't think. I mean, if you don't have disease, I think that's more of what this is about than.
So, Alyssa, your fiance's begging to poop on you, or he wants to be the poopy?
No, he wants me to poop on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Wow.
He's a winner.
Okay.
Enjoy your weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
Mom, Dad, everybody, this is Craig.
He's a freak.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I'm pretty open, and I'm open to new things and stuff, but that just, I can't do it. So,
how many different occasions has he brought this up to you?
Pretty much every other day for the last year and a half.
He's like, come on, just poop on me already.
Are you serious? Other day?
It's like a year and a half.
How does he bring it up? Hey, honey.
Yeah, well, he starts with, like, he wants to watch me go to the bathroom in the toilet, and I always kick him out, but he's like...
Okay, have you introduced this guy to your parents yet?
What?
Have you had that moment where you introduced this great catch of yours to your parents yet?
Of course, they love him. He's a great guy. He's just sexually different.
Uh-huh. Are they aware? I would imagine the answer's going to be no, but are they aware that he's been bringing up the subject of having you poop on him every other day for the past year and a half? Are your parents aware of that?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Well, nobody knows anymore.
Are you getting the feeling that if you do it once, that'll be it, and he'll...
No.
I mean, almost for the sake of getting him to stop bringing it up after all this time, maybe you do it for him, Terry.
It's really a bizarre request.
No, because we've tried other things, and it doesn't seem to cure it. It just makes him want it more.
I see. You can almost hear from the tone of her voice, Terry, that she's kind of giddied up about this to some degree. That she enjoys talking about it like it does something for her, too.
It's funny. I think it's just freaking funny.
What were the other things that you thought would substitute for pooping?
What other things?
You said you tried other things to try to substitute.
Oh, I really would not even go there.
Well, it can't be worse than what you already said.
Yeah.
I want him to kill a 5-year-old on my chest.
Wow.
You've done things to steer him away from the idea of pooping on your chest or pooping on his chest.
More in like a fantasy type of situation, nothing like actual.
Now, does he want to put a dartboard or anything on his chest when you do that, or he just wants to have it right there?
He's got all these ideas.
Has he shown you the spot where he hopes it lands, or just any place on his upper torso will do?
Oh, yeah. No, he's just like, right here, come on, just get on top of me and squat. It's just...
Now, have you ever gotten in squatting position and then just pulled the ripcord and said, I can't do it, or you never even gotten in the posture?
No, never.
You never even got in position to do it?
No,
because you'd think after a year and a half, at one point, she would have squatted and been like, okay, I'll do it, and then all of a sudden, no, I can't do it.
Right.
How does that possibly turn somebody on?
Yeah, how?
I don't understand. It's the
all right, maybe if you're wearing high heels.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that makes it way better.
You have the TP right there ready to go? Or what?
I don't know.
I mean, I can't even imagine it.
I can't either.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
You want to marry this guy, or where do you see it leading?
Actually, yes, we are getting married. We just had a baby like 2-3 months ago. He's a great, wonderful man.
Sounds like it.
He's just a little bit...
I understand.
He had a baby a few months ago, and he's been wanting you to poop on him while you were pregnant?
It's the best poop, Steven.
No, but he brought it up for, like, afterwards. Or, like, hey, my birthday's coming up. Like, can I get you a CD?
All right, so who wins this never-ending tug-of-war? He just eventually phases out the idea, or you, one of these days, are going to make it happen?
He may go elsewhere.
What do you predict?
I just don't know. I really don't. I don't think that our relationship would suffer if I never did
Well,
it.
one day, you never know. He may pull that threat. You know, there are a lot of women out there that poop.
Oh, yeah.
I can find another.
Does he go on the internet and watch this or anything,
geez.
maybe?
All right, Terry.
Maybe that'll be better.
Don't give away our favorite sites.
Before I met him, before I met him, he had seen like this on the internet or whatever, and just became
That's how I met him.
fascinated with it.
So, again, I'm asking you, do you think he's eventually just going to forget about it, or you're going to one day just...
I think he'll wear me down, but I don't think he's ever going to forget about it.
He'll eventually wear her down, Terry.
Really?
Atta girl.
Oh,
I don't know if I forget about
You
it.
do it as a private. I mean, is it a romantic weekend away, or is it? With
Yeah, you go to the Sailors Lodge for that, Terry.
Oh, man.
Well, Alyssa, I hope you keep us updated. Thank you for the
I
call.
will.
Yeah, thank you. Let us know when the Eagles land.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, do you sit around when it happens with your buddies drinking a beer, going, "Yeah, you know what, my girl's
Last night was the night. She finally did it. Cheers. All right, you know, I think it'd be okay if we take a break here. What do you say?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can go to another call from that last one.
That's interesting.
I thought that was kind of a myth, but apparently not.
But being it a Fractious Friday, Terry,
Yes.
and seeing that the lines are jammed up right now at 1-866-663-T-Man, we will be coming back with more of your phone calls. We just all need a moment to take a shower, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
The T-Man.
Drea,
Yeah.
good morning to you, and how you be?
Good morning. How are you?
Yes. That's the line that guy used to be. Well, that's a long story, Terry. Yes, December.
I know it.
Yeah. Mhm. Hey, Drea, what's up?
Hey, you know, I was sitting here. I was actually calling because I was going to make a comment about what Terry had said about, you know, you need to talk with your partner about your sexual exploration.
Right.
You know, and then I was listening to this chick talking about her man dookie on her. And that just got me a little bit concerned because, I mean...
I bet you that got you to work a little faster this morning, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, I was just kind of like, I cannot believe this girl just said her man wants to dookie on her.
Well, I mean, people out there have some very weird fetishes. She was just very willing to call up and be very forthcoming with his ongoing request for that a bit of the fetish world, yes.
Well, that's fine, you know, and that brings my point even more.
I just think you wanted to call in and say the word dookie.
It's a New York thing. I'm
Because you've used it. You've used it twice now.
Yes, she has.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, this girl, you know, I understand you want to do what your man wants of you. You know, you're in a relationship. You know, you're responsible adults. You know, you want to be sexually explorative with one another. That's fine.
Well, she hasn't. She's turned him down.
Yeah,
She's declined his request for a year and a half.
But she said that he'll probably wear her down.
Mm-hmm.
As she should, because, you know what, I'm sorry, from that man, but, I mean, okay, that's his sick fetish, no big deal, you know what I mean? But
Terry said during the break that would be grounds for dismissal. She would break up with her man.
Later.
So if Terry's husband has long since held on to hope that one day he'll be able to bring that up to Terry, he better hold on to it.
Bite your tongue, honey.
To the next life, because it ain't happening in this one. Is that what you're saying?
Not ever, not even close. Don't even.
You would
bring it up.
break up with a man who would say that to you?
That's just too bizarre and disgusting.
You just say, I'll
for
take a
me.
pass, and you move on. Why do you have to break up with him?
The guy is not moving on though. If my guy was doing it like her
Suggesting it every day.
every other day. I mean, non-stop.
Let's give you a day to recover after he brings it up.
I'm curious to see where his fetish started from. She said she was pregnant and had a baby with him. Did he get turned on by the birth of a baby and got excited from that? I mean, where did this
It's
guy...
like a big dookie coming out.
You know what I'm saying? Because a woman's body goes through some stuff when she's in labor.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where
She
did
said
this
it
guy
started with him wanting to watch her go to the
internet.
bathroom on the
internet.
toilet.
Yes. Or yes, he wants to watch her go to just take a regular old poop.
A lot of guys are into watching women go to the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, but not on their chest, are they?
Yeah, but not on their chest.
Well, that's the next logical step.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
The next natural
Toilet,
progression.
chest.
Yes.
That makes a lot of
Oh,
sense.
I get it.
From watching her on the toilet to make me the toilet. Anyhow.
Oh, yeah, I got
Part of that.
All right,
He's
so
just chilling on the bed with the pile of baby wipes waiting to clean her up.
Okay, yes, thanks for the visual. What else?
She loves it.
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah.
You're obsessed.
She wants to meet the guy.
Oh, God.
Is that why you called? Because you've been holding on a while. What you want to say?
Well, anyway, my whole point and the reason why I was calling was, you know, in this day and age where, you know, we have high levels of STDs, HIV, I mean, all joking aside, people need to be responsible if they're going to have sex. Plain and simple. You need to talk with your partner. You need to let them know where you're at.
Well, how much talking needs to happen, though? That's what's being discussed right now in the courtrooms of California. From a legal standpoint, how much disclosure must take place and how much romance does that drain from the potential situation you were planning on having in the Silver Cloud Inn once that conversation is over?
Well, the romance of getting pooped on?
Yeah.
If you think about it, it adds more romance because I find it sexy to know that I could do whatever I want with my partner and have no qualms because I know where he's been and what he's been doing.
But do you feel that you have to know about an STD he got in 1995 and got cured in 1996 and hasn't worried about since 1997?
No, I mean, I don't need to know about that, but I do need to know that he has been exposed, and it brings up his level of exposure.
So then you do need to know that he got an STD in 95.
I don't need to know when he got it, just that, you know, hey, when I was in high school, I had, you know, chlamydia. Okay, fine, we could deal with that. You know what? Before we get intimate, you're going to go get an HIV test.
Once the word chlamydia gets thrown into the conversation, you are not getting all worked up for your sex that's 5 minutes away. I'm sorry.
And then you could say, so did I, and then everything's great.
Yeah. And then you skip around maypoles together.
Responsible people that are having sex need to be responsible. They need to pre-plan that stuff out. I'm as sexual gets as far as the female is concerned. And I don't want to break up the situation.
Okay, whatever. I'm telling you right now, you could say to your blue in the face that that's the case, but as soon as the word chlamydia gets brought up, even though it may have been in 95, you are not feeling good about any sex that is to come over the next couple of minutes. All right?
I don't agree with that. I think there's a lot more women that are like me that rather be safe and enjoy the rest of their life than be exposed to HIV. You know, I was a health coordinator at a local community college up here, and these 17, 18, 19-year-olds and these Running Start students have already had 80% exposure to different STDs and HIV, and that's just insane to me. I'm sorry. With this new generation of people and ecstasy and going to these raves and clubs and
rock and roll music, alligators on their shirts.
You know, the people need to get aware. I mean, it's fine and it's healthy to be sexual and be, you know, intimate with a partner, but you need to also be aware for your own. Don't you have more respect for your own life?
No, I say go to a party, blindfold yourself, and land on the first person you find.
Wow! Your own little spin board or whatever.
663 T-Man.
Marco Polo. Oh, you're it.
Throw your dick down the crap table and see where it lands.
Wow.
Yeah, honey. Tasha, you're on the air. Hello.
Hey, T-Man, how you doing?
T-Man, yes. And by the way, if you are wearing a condom, I think it's all pretty much a moot point, isn't it now?
True. However, I mean, really, what is?
Really?
I mean,
Yes.
what is the how many guys are truly wearing condoms out
Well,
there?
that's the biggest issue. You can talk until you're blue in the face about what you did, where you were, what you got, where you got it cured. If you're not wearing a condom, everyone's going to lie anyway in these conversations. Just put on a condom, shut your mouth, and go for it.
This is the first time I've ever done something like this.
Now, I personally don't like condoms, but I certainly advise others to wear them. Just not with me. Tasha, yes, I'm sorry.
It's not 100% foolproof. You still should ask the question.
It's close enough that, you know what, it's like 98 to 99 to 100% foolproof that if you wear a condom and still get an STD, it was meant to be.
Well,
Tasha,
you could
go
still
ahead.
get stuff like through oral sex or things of that nature.
I have some statistics for you guys.
Some women make men wear condoms during oral sex.
But for the most part, that's not happening.
And then they charge you $20. Huh? Go ahead, Tasha.
Okay, so it's interesting that you guys are talking about this because I go to medical college right now. And I agree with Terry on you need to know everything. Of course, it's going to mess up the mood, but you need to know a little bit of everything because what I found out is that no matter how long ago you've had an STD, when your body, if you're not taking care of your body and it gets to a 70% level, that all just comes back. If you've had herpes before, if you've had gonorrhea before, and you're not the healthiest person in the world, you can cure it all you want, but it's going to come back.
Well,
So-
herpes is uncurable, so that one pretty much needs to be disclosed whether it's in remission or not. But
Exactly.
I don't see the point of these conversations. Everyone's calling now saying these conversations must happen where you talk about what you did, where you did it, how you got it.
Okay, but what happens?
Anyone's going to lie. Everyone's going to lie anyway.
Okay, let's say
a bunch of lies coming back and forth.
Well, how about this?
I lied to you in the club to get you here. I don't have to lie anymore.
But what happens, let's say, for example, you get with somebody, you become serious, you get married, and then you try and have kids, and then she reveals to you that, oh, you know what, I had chlamydia, I didn't know about it, it made me sterile, yada, yada, yada.
Once you
and then
get-
you're like, what?
Well, once
Exactly.
If you're not smart enough to know everything about the person you're marrying, that's your fault. Once you're married, if you find out something, you're a dummy.
Okay.
Well, but that's by asking the questions, and you're going to be secretive about it.
No. If you're with someone long enough, you don't need to ask any questions. You figure out everything on your own.
You can't figure out whether or not your
you
wife or
can.
your girlfriend
You watch
is...
too many
Oh,
movies.
Oh, please.
Interview every ex-boyfriend.
T-Man, if you and your wife were just, 10 years from now, you find out that she had something, or maybe you had
I'm not
something.
going to find that out. I waited.
let's
I
say you
waited
did.
3 years to marry my wife.
But
In
let's
that
say you
time,
did.
I didn't need to ask her questions. I knew everything I needed to
But
know.
let's say you did, though.
I
But
know
let's say you
every
did.
nook and cranny of our life.
But let's say you did, and then you go to the doctor and you find out that you got an STD, but she really didn't cheat on you. It's something that she had 20 years
Laying
ago.
dormant, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nothing's laying
Now-
dormant in that woman.
Now all
Except
of a
me tomorrow
sudden,
night.
you guys are about to kill each other because
Not
you
tonight.
think she's
Not
cheating
tonight.
on you.
Right.
I got a headache.
Fridays are tough.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I just feel that especially if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody that where your future is involved, you have to communicate. You have to.
These are for the people that get married in 3 months. That meet someone and get married in 3 months like idiots.
So people can still be deceiving in a long-term relationship, though.
Nope.
Yes, they can.
You're with someone
Yes,
long
they
enough, you're going to find out everything you need to know.
Yeah,
If you
well,
don't, you're dumb.
all
And then
I'm
you're
saying
gonna, you'll
is,
probably
I know
get
it's-
something anyway.
Well, I hope we all live in your perfect little world.
That's right. You'd be so lucky.
Of course, it's going to ruin the mood, but I mean, regardless,
You'd be the
you're
first to
gonna
tell
kiss
me, Stephen. You knew everything you needed to know about your wife before you married her.
Well, I feel that I do, yeah, but we asked
All
the
right.
questions. We talked about it. You're saying that you shouldn't even talk about it.
Well, you don't have that stupid, ridiculous, structured conversation is what I'm saying. Okay, so what'd you do? Okay, what'd you have? Let me take some notes
But,
here.
okay, so now you're saying you had a conversation at least.
Well, I mean, no, you can't help but have some conversations.
You
in a
said you don't.
casual-
You said you don't even need to talk about it because what you'll
Not-
learn it on your
I'm
own.
saying
Is what you said.
I'm saying that you don't need to have that particular standard, customized conversation that you guys are talking about
Well, I
here.
agree. I don't like that either.
That's absurd. Where all that's going to happen is you both sit there and lie to each other.
Yeah, well, it's not like you are sitting there with a clipboard and a checklist going, okay.
Well, that's what you're making it sound like. Clipboard and checklist.
But I think that throughout a relationship, you do ask and you inquire, about
Asking very crafty little ways. Did I even know
Sure.
you're asking?
Yeah, but T-Man, who do you know that is
Nobody.
100% healthy? I mean, no
Right,
one's
that's
healthy.
true.
So if they're not 100% healthy, then you're just at a
Well,
risk.
by
right then and
healthy,
there.
by healthy, what do you mean?
Okay, if no one's 100% healthy, but if I've had all kinds of STDs and I went to the doctor and I've got them all cleared up,
There's a lot of people
that
without
doesn't mean
STDs.
anything because once my body becomes a 70% level again, I can clear up everything I want. But
Well, I would
all
think
those
that I would
STDs are
think
gonna
there's
come
a I would think there's a large percentage of people out there like myself who has never gotten an STD in their life.
back. Right.
Luckily. Very luckily. I don't know what little angels on my shoulder, Terry, because
Right.
I had some very risky partners
Right.
in very risky situations, and I was sure that this was the time. And I would
But you
have to.
went in anyway.
But I went in anyway because I have no willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're just a horn dog.
But
one or the other.
But I've never gotten one. Knock on wood.
Right.
Well, you shouldn't get one now because you know everything you need to know.
I'm gonna knock on wood anyway.
Yeah, but she was dancing on the bars at J&M. I mean, I had no choice.
Just couldn't
She left
say
me
no.
no other options. When she made that little finger wiggle towards her to come in her direction, and she was begging me to bring her the ruckus, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to bring her the ruckus, Derry?
Well, I guess that's what you did.
Girl comes over in a sweatshirt and sweatpants, just knocking on my door, begging me to bring her the ruckus.
Well,
what am I going to do?
you don't
Send
have
her
to.
away?
You sure?
No, you come to my door asking me to bring you the ruckus. I don't bring you the ruckus.
Let's all go to his door this weekend.
Oh, in sweatshirts and sweatpants.
Stephen, you know I love that outfit.
I'm here for the ruckus thing.
What are you supposed to do in that situation, Terry? A guy comes to your door wearing a hole in his sweatpants. You're not going to be brought the ruckus?
I
or
feel
what?
like, what the hell are you doing here, you freak?
Mm-hmm. And, oh, jeez.
Whoa, he's got a child.
Yes, okay, that's all we need to hear from that call. All right.
My gosh.
They teach you that at medical college too, lady.
Right.
Medical college.
Medical college. Never heard it called that before.
Maybe I need to go back to the chapter there on the ruckus.
The T-Man.
Yeah. Terry, I got text pages for you, baby.
Oh, goody.
They were rolling all morning long at 97373. Don't you know? That's 97373. T-Man, you got to put all those famous sound bites on your site. Like Poop Boy, I didn't say probably, oh yeah, from Old Man Jim, and yada, 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 for downloadable ringtone accessibility. So somebody writes at 8:40 and 49 seconds, Terry.
Can you imagine you get a phone call and it's, all I smell is poop. All I smell is poop.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you're on to something there, Terry. 8:40.
Is that how that would work?
8:40 and 11 seconds. Does Campbell squeeze out turds for Steven? Oh,
jeez.
Oh, I would hope so.
Well, not for him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes, you know.
I think they're referring to on your chest.
Oh, sometimes? Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, this is also... of course, given the conversation of the morning, a lot of these texters are pretty direct, should I say, Terry?
Yeah, okay.
8:32 in 19 seconds. That lady should wait till she has... I don't even know if I want to read this.
Okay. All right.
But I'll read it anyway.
Sure.
Read it in Swahili.
That lady should wait till she has diarrhea to squat over her husband or
okay.
let loose all over his chest. And
Gee, Swahili sounds a lot like English.
Mm-hmm. And then there's another woman out there that says, I don't want to have sex with that woman's boyfriend, but I would love to be the designated pooper for him. A woman out there is donating her bowel movement, her next one, for the cause.
For the cause.
Yes, isn't that very generous of her?
Very nice.
Yes. I mean, I don't know your boyfriend. I don't want to get all sexual with him, but I'd like to squat over him and land one right on his chest.
Right.
Hey, if you're just tuning in, trust me, you don't need any more information.
No,
you
don't.
You're pretty much up to speed.
Mm-hmm. 8:29 and 52 seconds. Hey, T-Man, I saw that movie Two Brothers for the first time the other night with my kids, and I still can't figure out what the hell you were crying about.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe she just didn't get it.
She didn't feel it.
She didn't feel it.
Terry, I haven't cried at any movie over the past, what? I have like a streak of probably 12 years, except for Two Brothers.
I know.
I'm hoping she was watching the right Two Brothers. And, well, I'm sure if she was watching it with her kids, she was watching the right one.
Right.
It's kind of
Four Brothers.
Yeah,
it was a Four Brothers.
Yeah, it was a Four Brothers. I was thinking maybe she had mistaken that one. But if she was watching,
too many brothers.
She was watching with her kids. I'm assuming she was watching the right Two Brothers.
Right.
And how do you not? When the brothers, after all they had been through, after these two Tiger brothers, after all they had gone through, Terry, once they recognize each other years later, in that kind of circumstance, in that kind of setting, in that kind of environment, when they have that moment where they realize that they're staring into each other's eyes.
We're related.
We're brothers.
Whoa.
I found you.
Do you maybe have brother issues, like you wanted a brother or something? Is why it hit you harder than others?
I don't know what the reasoning is, Steve.
All he knows is he was crying.
All I know is it's a very sensitive and touching moment for anyone, be you one with a brother or not.
Or a tiger.
Or
if you just own a tiger. I'm sure Siegfried and Roy had a moment there.
Yeah. Oh, you think?
I cried during Undercover Brother because it was so bad.
How do you not have an idea of at what point I'm talking about at which you have to cry? You have no choice but to cry.
No.
Have any of you seen that movie?
No.
I see you take my suggestions and requests very, very seriously. That's wonderful.
Well, when I passed through it on the premium channels, it was halfway through, so I didn't.
No, you can't start halfway through.
Right.
Because you have to watch from the very beginning to have that emotion build
going into it. Right.
So then when the actual situation that I'm describing happens, you can't help but have the waterworks go off.
Right.
It's never in at the video store when I go there.
If you have a sensitive bone in your body.
So that's why I did not stop and watch.
Next time I'm 10, I'll rent it.
It's always sold out. Is that what you're saying, Stephen?
Yeah. I tried to buy one. They're not available.
You don't go to video stores, first of all.
Right. I bet you Steven does still go to video stores.
Really?
Yes. If anyone's still going to video stores, it's Gilbreth.
Oh, I go. I like the personal interaction.
Mm-hmm.
And they have free popcorn at the one that I go to.
No, they don't.
They do.
Always about the
Of course
popcorn.
they do. DVD now.
Carnation, I would pretty much also agree that they
Duval.
probably have free popcorn.
Free popcorn.
They do at the bank I go to, yeah.
That free popcorn?
At the bank?
Yes, at the bank, yes. They have Tootsie Rolls and they have popcorn.
Oh,
Hey, it's Bank of America, baby. They know the good old American treats.
Yeah.
The
Anyhow.
one up here on Mercer just has surly people and bulletproof glass.
Well, it's a very close second to popcorn and Tootsie Rolls.
Yes, it is.
Popcorn's the only reason I keep buying tires.
Mm-hmm.
Les Schwab.
Les Schwab has popcorn for you?
Oh, yeah.
It's to the meat. Don't
Well,
give
there's,
away
they have
meat,
free
too.
meat.
So
I
it's
missed that,
interesting-
though, by a couple weeks.
It's interesting how your life is pretty much carried on by a trail of popcorn. Anyhow,
It's like Hansel and Gretel.
8:29.
I always find it.
8:29 and 37 seconds. Mr. T-Man, why the hell do I call every morning and every time I'm on hold forever and I never get on? I want to talk.
Hell, you know.
Make Pacey call back.
busy.
Should we call them, Terry?
Sure, so that they can
Find
talk.
out what the hell they've been trying to say.
All
for the
right.
past whatever.
Put us on hold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get even. It's a get even moment.
I used to get that complaint a lot from when the little guy was here, but people don't usually say that about Pacey.
No.
He puts them on.
He puts them on, but
Well, he doesn't argue with them.
Hello?
oh, it's a woman.
Wow.
Whoa!
Expecting a guy. Who's this? We are reading your text page. This is the T-Man, and we're live on the air.
Good morning. It's
And
Michelle.
this is what it feels like to be on the air, Michelle. We understand that you have a complaint, and we take all our customers very seriously around here.
We're all about customer service.
And we are feeling very upset that you're so disappointed that you've been on hold and have yet to make it on the air. Now, what'd you want to say?
I want to talk about that, the sex, how you have to explain your sex history with your partner.
Hey, T-Man, I had a great pooping comment, and I couldn't get on the air.
No, but that girl who wants her man to poop on her is nasty. She can get like E. coli or something.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's the worst part about it.
Jeez.
It's top 5, Stephen.
Well, I'd give you top 5.
Now, what's your name?
Michelle.
Michelle. And you've called numerous times and have never made it on?
No.
Okay, well, now you're on, and we give you all the time you want. Go ahead.
Okay, because you know how like you have to explain.
I'm out of time.
Oh.
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Try
I'm
back. See
gonna
if she gets
cry.
it.
You gonna cry?
She must have seen Two Brothers.
You laughing now?
I was with a guy like years ago, and then like, we were together like for a while all night, and then at the end of the night, in the morning, he was like, "Okay, well, have you ever been tested?"
Oh.
And then I was like, it was kind of it was a shock to me. I felt
And that was after the fact, Michelle?
Yeah, it was after the fact.
Why would you
all
even
night.
bother? Because you're probably
the
up
fact,
all night
right.
thinking about it.
Like all of a sudden, like, wow. She's
So it was
suspect.
weird. It was like,
Like you're sleeping, he's like smelling your cooch, see if anything goes on.
Whoa. You can tell that way?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, really?
The home kid.
Mm-hmm.
but I think you shouldn't actually have to explain yourself to anybody. It's like it's your own privacy. If you think that you're that much of a person to go around to
Then don't
explain
even
your sex life.
then don't even bother with that person. Maybe you're so hot he couldn't help himself. Is that possible?
No. But I'm married now, so I'm not worried about it.
You're married, but you're not buried. Right. Anyhow.
So it's like I know everything about my husband, and he knows pretty much everything about me.
Pretty much. She knows everything about him, but there's some things that I had to,
Yeah, you got a
leave out.
You got a wild past, don't you?
Wild
and maybe a wild future.
Wild future.
Like, what kinds of things are you hiding from your hubby that he doesn't know
it's
about?
not. It's not nasty things, but it's just like different people. I mean, in high school, you see different people.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
What are you doing married at 22? What are you doing married at 22?
I ask myself that sometimes too.
Wow, she's ready to get out.
Yes. You got
But we have a family too, so.
You got MySpace or what?
Yeah, I do.
All right, let me look you up. Hang on. You've been on the air long enough. Now you talk to Pasty Dave again, and he's going to find your MySpace, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Pasty, you on that?
I'm on it. So,
Hey, Michelle, was it? Hey, how you doing?
Whoa.
Whoa, dude, easy.
All right, what
Types
is,
with his elbows.
Just log in here. Hold on.
There goes the Magnum.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, it's just flopping around like crazy.
Got perfectly good control with it.
All right, what would be your email address that you use on MySpace so I can search for you?
So nice to work with such grown men. That's what I'm wondering.
Definitely can't wait to do nothing this weekend.
All right, let's see what we got.
Nope.
Amy.
I know what I got. What do you got?
You screwed up my impersonation.
She is here.
You got it? How you feeling it?
Let me see a bigger picture here. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Love to enlarge it.
A lot of baby pictures. I mean, I got one picture of her. She looks cute.
Would you hate people that put baby pictures on their MySpace?
Yeah, like Pasty.
She's cute.
Picture of himself as a 5-year-old.
I had her for Asian. Is she Asian?
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Do I know my Asians or what, Terry?
You know you're Asian.
Ah.
She's a cute girl.
Well, let's see. Being a mom is a roller coaster ride there are lots of twists and turns and lots of stinky diapers. I got married recently, too. It's not all that bad.
Man.
My husband
the ringing
and I
endorsement there for you.
Together for 4 or 5 years. Almost 4 years.
Oh, you reading her blog, or you making this up as you go along?
I'm trying to read her blog, but it's kind of hard to read.
He's just making it up. That's pretty good.
We just moved into a new house, kind of nervous. A house for me to clean. Kitchen for me to cook in.
Are you reading it almost as if she was saying it?
Well,
because your little inflections are
yeah,
interesting.
there's ... after every little statement.
Right.
So
okay, keep going.
A kitchen for me to cook in, a baby to take care of, a husband to satisfy.
Oh, jeez.
My life is crazy when I look at my little man, and it's all worth it. Well,
how about when you look at your little man there, Fish?
Oh, it's not so little.
Oh, he's not little. Besides being a mommy and a housewife, I'm pretty cool person to kick it with.
Oh.
I like to have fun and finally get some fresh air I can blow it up.
Wow, Michelle, you like to have fun, huh?
I hate people like that.
You like to have fun, huh? Is that right? Am I hearing that right?
Well, when I get to get out of the house and stuff, I like to have fun.
Yeah. When's your next schedule time for fun?
Next Saturday for my birthday.
Next Saturday? Where you going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
What was that?
Where you going next Saturday for your birthday?
I'm just probably going to go to a little Korean bar and drink.
Ah, I had it for Korean too, Terry.
Did you?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to be wrong.
Ah.
Her income is $250,000 and higher.
God, what does hubby do?
Your hubby makes $250 or higher?
Yeah.
What does he do?
I cut hair. I'm a beautician.
But
you see, under income, it says $250 and higher. What does your hubby do?
He's a supervisor at a warehouse.
At a whorehouse?
At a warehouse?
Oh.
One of those masseuse joints.
Is the warehouse Fort Knox?
Yeah. One of those little Korean joints, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta watch the kimchi.
Oh, come on now.
All right. Very good.
Thank you.
I'm glad you finally made it on, baby.
Okay.
See, that's all you have to do is text, and we follow through for you.
Are you happy now?
You feel good, Michelle?
I feel great.
Good.
Okay. Thank you.
So,
see you tonight.
Well done, Pasty.
Thank you.
Whoa.
What does Pacey got lined up for the big Friday night? Single guy in the city?
Oh, yeah.
Got the old comb over going? Got the harder.
Comb over, dude.
Well, you comb it to the
You know what a
side.
comb over is?
Yeah, it's for bald people, but you do comb your hair to the side.
I do comb my hair to the side.
It's a pseudo comb over.
Pseudo comb over. You're not hiding a bald spot. Yeah.
By today's standards, not many people have the side part as
Really?
as distinctive as you have it, so it's almost like a comb over. But you really do get into the mind of a 22-year-old Korean girl very well. So there's something to be said about
a lot of practice on the internet.
Very good, Pastela. Let's see what else we got here in text. When Steven says, fractious, I laugh every time. Write somebody at 8:22 and 12 seconds.
Getting to somebody. That's great.
But then, less than a minute before that, at 8:21 and 32 seconds, with the previous text being from the 206, this one came in from the 360.
Oh.
Who's people?
Steven plus Kilbreth equals dickhead.
Wow.
They can't let it just go with a simple compliment. Somebody has to be there aware that...
Well, there's more.
It's almost like an alarm that goes off around the Northwest that someone paid Steven a compliment and they come firing.
Right.
Well, actually, this one came in before I always go in reverse order, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
There's more negative than positive, so they don't balance out, for sure.
You rub people the wrong way. It's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
8:19 and 48 seconds. Very intuitive people. What the hell is a damn glory hole? Writes somebody in the 206, Terry. You would think that everyone in 2006 would be aware of the glory hole, but
You would think.
there are people out there that are just not in the know.
Right.
So go ahead, tell them, Terry.
No, well, we'll just leave them there.
Oh, it is. Leave them there, not in the know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let them discover for themselves.
8:18 and 35 seconds. I had a partner do the right thing and tell me about their STD before we did it.
Good.
So at least you know what you're getting into.
Right. And then you can,
You can line up a kit, ready, post-sex.
At least it gives you a choice on whether or not you want to take in that risk.
8:18 and 29 seconds. Jeff writes, I only told my girlfriend about my STD. The others didn't need to know.
Nice.
8:16 and 15 seconds. Quit talking about fags and butt sex. Brokeback Steven is getting too excited.
Wow.
Signed, Adam.
Sounds like he's getting a little turned on.
Oh, boy. Oh, good comeback. 8:14 and 25 seconds. Somebody writes, my penis is FDA approved.
Oh, well, that's good.
Turning the page, Terry, in case you weren't aware. That's not
You're a loud page turner.
E.
It's not a comb over, dude. Learn what one is, jackass.
7:28 and 20 seconds. Stay tuned for Monday. I can't wait for another episode of Dead Air starring Stephen R. Kilbreth.
Oh, wow.
Stephen Kilbreth has Monday off upon request because he's going to be, in family style, tiptoeing through the Anacortes tulips.
There's no reason to listen Monday.
I'm very happy for you, Stephen. So I don't have to tune in, is that what you're saying?
That's what.
Okay. Well, I'll be here. Terry Free will be here, is that right?
Yeah, I'm coming back from the Tri-Cities just to be here.
Pasty and the comb over, you going to be here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Hot Chisel?
Oh, I think I'm going to be here, yes.
Oh, geez.
I'm tulip free this year.
Stephen, I speak for all of us when I say you'll be sorely missed.
Oh.
Hmm?
It's very nice.
You going to buy any tulips? You're just going to browse around?
Not going anywhere. I just wanted the day off.
Be at home?
Yeah.
6:38.
I tried to come up with some fakakta excuse.
It was fakakta. 6:38 and 56 seconds. Somebody writes, or Mike writes, Waste Management made $3.69 billion in profit last year and $3.29 billion the year before. And they say they can't afford to pay our health and welfare.
Wow.
We made that money for them. That's still going on, the squabble between Waste Management and their workers?
I think so.
How come my garbage got picked up last Monday?
Well,
yesterday.
I don't know if there's been a cutoff date as to...
I think I remember reading there was a 2-week cooling off period.
Something.
Where they can negotiate and hold off on the strike.
Right.
Oh, they brought in
going well.
What's that now, Stephen?
Sounds like it's going well then.
Mm-hmm. Did Waste Management really make $3.6 million in profit? That's
billion.
a lot of. Billion. That's a lot of profit.
That is a lot of profit.
That sounds like it may be too high a figure. I mean, maybe the gross revenue was $3.69 billion, but they made that much in profit?
Every human on the planet has to have garbage.
I understand. But $3.69 billion in profit is a huge figure.
Yeah, it
They
is.
make money by screwing the employees, though. That's how you do it.
Yeah,
It's for the stockholders.
If that's the case, if they made that much in profit, some of it's got to shake down to their workers. I'm sorry.
Well, and that's what they're bitching
Stephen,
about.
can you check? I mean, there's a lot of places online you can check as to what a company makes in profit, especially a public company. Now, the most profitable company that I know of, or at least the highest revenue-generating company right now as we speak, I believe, is ExxonMobil, which makes me think that they're probably the most profitable company also in the world. I don't even know how much more than $3.69 billion they're making in profit. They're bringing about $40-50 billion in revenue, but profit's a whole different story.
Right.
Want me to explain this to you, Terry?
No, I got it.
The economics of it?
I understand.
Okay.
Economics 90.
Mana!
Hello?
Mana!
What's going on?
Yes, Mona.
I was calling because I think I might have a problem.
Check MSN Money, Stephen.
Oh, MSN
Yes.
Money?
What's your problem, Mona?
Oh, Mono has a problem?
I was left a note at my doorstep about somebody
STD.
wanting some convenient, hassle-free sex.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't respond to the letter. Oh, well.
You wouldn't have got that letter 200 pounds ago, would you, Mona?
Would have been a big hassle.
Huh? See what happens? You get a little gastric bypass surgery and you have secret admirers, don't you know?
You know, the unfortunate thing is I know who it's from, and should I worry? I mean,
You do know who it's from, even though it was unsigned?
yeah, it's from the guy upstairs that lives above me.
Really? But does he know you're a lesbonic woman?
No, because
That's a lesbian with bionic parts, by the way, Terry.
Wow.
In case you forgot. Yes. What's that now? She's got a bionic ear.
I said, no, he doesn't know that because he just moved in.
He just moved in and he thinks you're a heterosexual woman. Do you have any interest in having sex with men or no?
No.
And on top of that, even if you did, would you be interested in having sex with a man who just moved into your building?
Yeah, no.
Maybe he's a gay man looking for another guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid to tell him that I'm gay because then he might,
Actually, that sounds like a great way to get off the hook with a guy who's new in the building, who seems pretty creepy and wants to have sex with you. You can tell him you're a lesbian and not be a liar.
Well, that's true, but then maybe he wants to, maybe ask for a threesome, and then that whole starts a whole
Well,
new
tell him
thing.
that's just not your kind of lesbian action. You're a one-woman kind of woman.
She sounds intrigued to me a little bit, though.
Yeah, you sound a little bit turned on by this.
Who, me?
By this prospect. You sound a little bit flattered with a hint of turned on and a whole mound full of curiosity.
Well, I don't know so much about turned on, but, of course you always got to take something out of it,
All right, well,
know?
you sounds like you're on either a cell phone or a cordless. Why don't you head upstairs to your neighbor, and we'll listen live as you tell him the situation as it lies. Mona? What happened to Mona?
I think we lost her because she's on the on a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I thought we were going to hook her up with Bunners.
That is.
Yeah. Oh, they'd be a cute couple.
Mona! Butters! Butters!
Revenues for the fourth quarter of last year were $3.3 billion.
That's revenue.
Yeah, that's what it says.
I'm asking profit for the last year of... If you can't find Waste Management, just give me an idea of what a company like ExxonMobil makes in profit for the past 12 calendar months. Basically, you're on it? You raising your hand?
ExxonMobil reported the largest annual profit in U.S. corporate history
There it
Monday,
is.
a $36.1 billion jackpot that included a record-breaking fourth quarter.
Wow. In profit?
36.1
billion in profit?
in profit.
Jeez.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, who was second?
Walmart, isn't it?
My story is on that Exxon.
I thought it was Walmart.
Breaking the record.
Because Exxon broke Walmart's record.
Yeah, Walmart's the king of screwing their
All
employees.
right, well, if ExxonMobil can make $36 billion in profit, then it stands to reason that Waste Management can make $3 billion in profit.
So pay your people.
But billions of dollars we're talking about here. There's a nice slice of the pie that could be shaken on down to the employees that certainly put you in position to be that big a money-making company.
Yeah, you're not the ones getting the garbage cans. They are.
Well, we're the ones filling the cans up. We should get some of it, too.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, if it weren't for us with all our garbage, they wouldn't be making all that money. We want our slice of the pie, too. Or we're going to stop making garbage.
We're just going to throw it in the street.
Mm-hmm. Just throw it in the backyard. Until we get our money.
They were happy to pick up my Christmas tree yesterday.
Yesterday?
Literally yesterday.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
4 months later. Nice.
No complaints. Except for
Well,
from my wife.
you'll get billed for it.
Really?
If you leave extra stuff, they bill you for it.
I haven't got billed for anything.
I have yard waste, so that's part of it.
Was it in the container?
No, but it's if you pull it to the curb, they'll take it.
Yeah, I put a lot of stuff on the side of the curb. It doesn't fit into the boxes or into the bins.
Beans.
Well, they bill you more if you overflow your garbage can.
I don't look at my bill, but anyway.
You just pay it, right.
A Christmas tree
I don't know.
doesn't
Do I
count
get
as
a
Christmas
special
tree? You're
bill?
right. It wouldn't count.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do get an actual bill for it.
What bill does it come under?
Waste management, and then you write the check to them.
I don't
call.
What a blanco.
Or maybe you don't have waste management. Maybe yours is the city where
I
you
have
live.
waste management.
Well,
I don't
then you
remember
write them a
getting
check every week.
I
or a
don't
month.
know. I don't get any bills.
You don't get
Wait,
any
it's
bills,
free?
period?
Well, garbage is free. It's a right.
It's taxpayer.
No, it's not free.
And they don't make $4 billion a year because it's free.
Well, I don't pay any specific bill to waste management. It must fall under something else.
Well, you must not have waste management then.
Yeah.
My cans say waste management.
Maybe it says managing your waste.
Does it fall under like City of
No, it does
Bellevue
not.
or Kirk?
Waste Management is its own private entity.
Yeah.
No, I don't pay them then.
Yes. Well,
Well, if you have Waste Management, you do.
you have to pay somebody in
I
your garbage
have these big old
containers, garbage
bins
containers, right.
that say
Green
Waste
ones.
Management, and I don't remember paying them any bills.
Well, do they?
But I'm not complaining, so whatever.
Do they have deals with the city? Maybe that's it.
I think they have a deal with the city. Maybe that's because I pay a bill to the city. And maybe it's all clustered
Combined?
in that, yes.
Yeah.
Because that includes sewage and stuff like
in the
that.
city of Seattle, everything is in one, well, two bills. But
All right, whatever. You know, this is very stimulating conversation, but other needs must prevail.
Back to
here.
poop talk.
Well, that is
Please.
kind of waste management in
Yes.
itself.
We're covering all the avenues of waste management this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me on that.
That's cool, dude. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It is so weird.
It's $11 a month, Chief.
Oh, jeez. Anyhow, all right, let me read a couple of last-minute text pages here.
Stephen loves it.
9:26 and 12 seconds. Waste Management Services, you in the city that you live in. I work for Waste, and I know how it's done. It's under sewer, water, and trash, Bill T. Oh, and they also throw in a side of Steven's a dickhead.
Oh, nice side.
Side Nick. Everyone loves to join in on the Steven's a dickhead fun.
Yeah. It's fun.
It is really fun.
9:25 and 19 seconds.
You're a dickhead.
Oh, geez.
Fun.
Where is it? Somebody writes, ooh.
It's always fun until somebody gets hurt.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, Stephen.
You know, back on April 8th, he once made a reference to hurting everyone, and we didn't really take it seriously. Right. 9:25 and 19 seconds. Somebody here writes that they had sex with Areola Terry. And
No way.
They want to thank us for giving her the new body that they were able to explore.
You're very welcome.
I want to say thanks for Areola's body that you guys bought. I had fun with it last Thursday night. After the loft, I was hella loaded. She was too. Body was on point.
Really? Let's call him.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't so late, but maybe what? Let's see here. UPS cleared $35 billion. T-Man, no surprise. The Waste Management. Well, actually, we looked up Waste Management's net profit over the past 12 months, and it's not quite as high as the last texter referenced it as. But still well over $1 billion, Terry.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Last you checked.
Yeah.
9:24 and 11 seconds. T-Man, I know you're garbage man, and he is Waste Management. Wow. He knows my garbage man.
Wow, do you know your garbage man?
I've seen him. Wave.
Hey.
This guy knows him.
Whoa.
It's pretty cool. Wish I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
T-Man's garbage man, yeah.
Awesome.
It's a big notch in the belt. Mm-hmm.
After a big Christmas show, it's good to be there so you can get all the gifts we got.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that guy's got a rad bocce ball set.
Okay.
Look what T-Man's throwing away today.
I'd love to have that back.
That skeezer. What's that now? You want the bocce ball set back?
Well, if you're not going to use it, I'll buy it back.
Mm-hmm. Buy it back. Anyhow. I don't know where it is. Anyway.
It is fun to play.
We put it to good use. All right?
I bet you don't even use the karaoke.
Killed a rat with one of those bocce balls. It was terrific.
Oh, you were able to hit it. That's good.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah,
a
game,
lot of practice with the bocce balls. Mm-hmm.
Bocce ball paperweights everywhere.
9:16 and 48 seconds. Somebody writes, nothing says I love you like a log on the chest. And we'll leave you with that thought this fine Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the thought. Thanks.
Stephen Kilbreth on his way to tiptoe through the tulips of Anacortes.
Big appearance tomorrow.
Do you leave today, Stephen? Do you leave tomorrow morning? How do you got the weekend planned?
Well, apparently I'm leaving tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Well, in order to fulfill your commitment that you made for me, I'm leaving tomorrow.
A commitment I made for you? What's this now? You're on your own, man. You're a big boy. You can do as you please.
All right.
All right, and he will.
Yeah.
But you won't be back till Tuesday. Stephen won't.
Maybe Wednesday.
Maybe Wednesday.
Thursday, okay.
We worked a full week. I think I need a day off.
I don't see why he has to have Monday off. If he would leave today, he could get us 3 days in with the tulips and be back to work on time. What are you doing today that's so important? Incarnation. Huh? Stuff. Oh, I didn't know you had stuff.
You can't tell us we're going to have the day off and then change it on us like that when we all make
maybe
plans.
he actually thought that he would leave today and actually have a really long extended weekend.
Well, I was going to, but now I'm leaving tomorrow.
All right. I don't want to minimize your tulip spending time.
Well, you kind of did, but
okay.
It's all right.
I kind of did already?
Well, no, I was going to leave today, but we are leaving tomorrow now to fulfill my commitment.
Really?
So.
That's crazy.
Well,
even though you grew up there, you've seen tulips 1,000 times, you still care?
Well, I mean, my wife has never been to the Tulip Festival, and
Ben has never been.
My mom wants to go, and we're
Ben's going to get one out of it. He's 2 months old, Terry. Isn't it kind of the philosophy, you seen one tulip, I can't remember the rest.
You seen them all? Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's that exciting.
Okay.
It's the Skagit Valley Traffic Festival, as far as I'm concerned.
They get good traffic. Okay, very good. Very exciting.
I can't wait for Issaquah Salmon Days this year. I've never been. Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Can't wait for your full report on Tuesday.
Go.
All right.
Or Wednesday.
I'll see you all on Monday.
I'll be here.
We'll see Stephen whenever he's back from his drunken fest over in Anacortes.
Wow.
I'm a company guy. I'll be here on Monday.
Whoa, you're a team player.
Wow, I guess he's alluding to the fact that you are a non-accompanying.
You weren't here 2 days last week. You weren't here 2 days last week when T-Man wasn't here.
And you were?
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys take this off the air and figure out who's more the company guy. Okay, very good.
The T-Man.